Which I don't blame her, really. Who's in here, what's in here.
Today when her boyfriend was there,
Yeah,
he's big enough to turn.
exactly. That's she and I they were in there walking around, and I walked in and come in and walked up to him. He caught me on her side. He you scared me. That's the first I've ever been in. I did check the in so that
I don't know. Yeah, that's all I figured. I figured the ductwork, 60 sawzall, and go in there and cut it out. Unless you be able to basically take it out. I figured it might be, built inside. If they put furnace in and throw a pipe to it, it's inside.
The Pippins snapped their 8-game losing streak with a win over the Walla Walla Sweets last night here at the Orchard in Game 1 of the 3-game series. And now tonight, we prepare for Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Walla Walla Sweets and the Yakima Valley Pippins. Hello, everybody. Austin Lane here at Yakima County Stadium in Yakima, Washington, as we prepare for the second to final game of the season for both of these teams. Pippins, again, finally ending the long 8-game losing streak with a win last night over the Sweets here at the Orchard, 6-5, with a walk-off single off the bat of Tanner Parker in the bottom of the 10th inning with the bases loaded and 1 out. Pippins, a tough time offensively in the past couple weeks. Swept by Wenatchee earlier this week and swept by Cowlitz down in Longview on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So the Pippins were looking to avoid the sweep, looking to end the losing streak, and last night it was looking like the Pippins losing streak may have continued. The score was 5-3 Walla Walla as we went to the 8th inning, but the Pippins in the bottom half of the 8th finding a way to get the first 2 batters of the inning, Kyle Dean and Tyler Dean, with Brian Rice coming in to pinch run for Tyler Dean, finding a way to get those 2 base runners in to tie the game up 5-5, and then with Eddie Pelk taking the mound for the Pippins in the top of the 9th, he kept the Sweets off the board both in the top of the 9th inning and the top of the 10th. And then in the bottom of the 10th inning, Pippins with an explosion offensively, a leadoff single from Brian Rice, a single by Sawyer Chesley, and a walk to Christian Padilla to load up the bases with nobody out. And then after a strikeout by Aiden Welch, Tanner Parker with a bloop single out to left field, that the Sweets had a chance to throw Brian Rice out at home plate because Rice was waiting on third thinking they might have made the catch out there in the outfield. So he was getting ready to tag. And after the ball dropped in, Rice had to hurry home because the Sweets could have thrown it in for a force out, but no throw from the outfield as Rice crossed home plate for the first Pippins win in 9 ball games. Tonight, Game 2 of the 3-game series. Pippins looking for their first series win now in tonight's game since July 16th through the 18th when they swept the Bend Elks. Let's take a look at tonight's pitching matchup, but first, let me tell you about tonight's pregame show. The Pippins pregame show is presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. Founded in 2007, Yakima Craft produces high-quality ales and lagers with an emphasis on full-body taste and a unique character that pairs great with Pippins baseball. Enjoy Yakima Craft at the Orchard all summer long. Getting the start on the mound tonight for the Walla Walla Sweets, Travis Craven, a lefty out of Goleta, California. He comes into this one with a 1-2 overall record and a 2.05 ERA. 13 appearances and 12 starts. He is breaking the record tonight in the West Coast League for most starts in a single season by a pitcher with his 13th start of the summer here tonight. So Craven with only a 1-2 record, however, so a lot of no decisions. He will be breaking a West Coast League record tonight. In 39 1/3 innings pitched for the Sweets this summer, he has struck out 41 and allowed 15 walks. And again, this will be his 14th appearance. So in his first 13 appearances, he only has had 3 decisions and 10 no decisions so far this season. In his last outing at Cowlitz back on July 29th, he did pick up a decision, his only win of the season. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, both of them earned, 2 hits, 5 walks, and struck out 5. And that was the longest outing of the season so far for Craven, as he goes 5 there. He had not passed 4 innings before this season, so only 39 1/3 innings pitched for the Sweets this year, but again, a record being set tonight in the West Coast League. A couple pitchers were tied for 12 starts for the record, but Craven will get his 13th start tonight, the most by a West Coast League pitcher all time. On the mound for the Pippins, Stu Flesland will get his 2nd start as a Pippin here in 2019. He enters this one with an 0-1 record and a 13.5 ERA. His only start back at Wenatchee on August 4th last weekend. Picked up the loss in that one as he threw 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, all of them earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So that his only appearance as a Pippin so far in 2019. He will get his 2nd start on the mound for Yakima Valley here tonight at the Orchard for Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Walla Walla Sweets and the Yakima Valley Pippins. We could be getting some rain delays later on tonight here in Yakima. Right now, partly cloudy with a chance of rain, 20% right now. I did see a couple sprinkles a minute ago. 76 degrees here in Yakima. And there is also a chance of thunder and lightning here tonight in Yakima. So if the game is rained out, we will play a doubleheader tomorrow. And that would be a fun way to end the season, play 2 games in one day, as I think I just saw a stroke of lightning out in the sky beyond right center field. So we'll see what happens tonight, and of course we will always keep you guys updated on what the situation is with the weather, but hoping we can get in tonight's game. Pippins with their new jerseys on tonight. It's the dark green jersey with a big Apple Pippin logo on the front, and for the only time this season, they will wear their names on the back of their jersey, as tomorrow for the final game, part of the pregame festivities tomorrow night, the host families will come out onto the field and the Pippins players will hand the jerseys they are wearing tonight to their host families with their name and number on it, for the host families to sort of have a piece of memory to remember this team. And also, of course, a big thank you to host families each and every year in the West Coast League for giving these guys a chance to play in the league and giving them a place to stay for the summer. So Pippins with the green name jerseys tonight and the white pants, and the Walla Walla Sweets in their all gray uniforms here tonight. Pippins pregame show presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company here on pippinsbaseball.com/live and the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. We will continue the pregame show with the starting lineups after this quick break, so we'll be right back here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Banner Bank, we know how much it means to feel at home, and our home loan experts are dedicated to helping you achieve your dreams. So whether you're refinancing, making some home improvements, or buying a new place, you can count on us to help you find the right loan. Visit one of Banner Bank's many locations throughout the West, or find us at bannerbank.com. Banner Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Welcome back into the Pippins pregame show presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company as we continue to get ready for Game 2 between the Walla Walla Sweets and the Yakima Valley Pippins, the second to last game of the season for the Pippins, as the home plate meeting between the coaches and umpires is now underway as they exchange lineup cards. So let me exchange the lineup cards with you. First, the Walla Walla Sweets. They will lead off with left fielder Ryan Johnston, batting second, the shortstop Parker Price. Batting third for the Sweets, the center fielder Patrick Caulfield. Cleaning up and designated hitting tonight for Walla Walla, Cesar Lopez. Batting fifth, the first baseman Caleb Farmer. Batting sixth, their catcher Bryce Vitt. Turner Edwards, the right fielder, gets the start in right field. At third base and batting eighth, Carson Green. And rounding out the order for the Sweets tonight and playing second base, Justin Foles. Again, for the Sweets, that is Johnston, Price, Caulfield, Lopez, Farmer, Vitt, Edwards, Green, and Foles, with Travis Craven taking the mound for the start for the Sweets. Let's take a look at tonight's lineup for the home team, the Yakima Valley Pippins. Leading off and playing in center field, Eddie Pelk. Batting second and designated hitting tonight, Christian Padilla. Batting third, the left fielder Kyle Dean. Cleaning up and playing first base, Sawyer Chesley. Batting fifth, the shortstop Tanner Parker, a walk-off single for him last night in the bottom of the 10th inning. Batting right behind him in the sixth spot in the lineup, the second baseman Brady Hormel. Batting seventh, the right fielder Brian Rice. Doing the catching and batting eighth for the Pippins, James Bell. And rounding out the order tonight, getting a start at third base, Grant Gorell. Again for the Pippins, Pelk, Padilla, Dean, Chesley, Parker, Hormel, Rice, Bell, and Gorell, with Stu Flesland on the mound for the Pippins tonight, getting his second start and second appearance as a Pippin here in 2019. An interesting part of the bottom order tonight for the Pippins, Grant Gorell getting the start at third base for the first time, he told me, since his sophomore year of high school. He'll be a freshman at Boise State this upcoming school year. So Gorell's first start at third base, not only this season as a Pippin, but in 3 years. So it was interesting to see Gorell at third base. Usually Aiden Welch will be at third base, and Gorell, we see him and James Bell sharing time at catcher, doing the catching behind the plate. But tonight, Bell gets the start as the catcher, and Gorell gets the start at third base. Home plate meeting is over, and the pregame festivities continue here. We are about 4 minutes away from first pitch, and the rain has begun to fall here in Yakima. Just a light drizzle here right now as we are a couple minutes away from first pitch. Hoping to fit in a game tonight. We could be seeing some showers and some thunderstorms later on tonight. Hoping not, though, as we do want to fit in the second to final game of the season. And, you know, it would be fun to play a doubleheader on the final day of the year, but with all the festivities happening tomorrow, it would also be nice to just play one final game of the season and reserve that final game for 1 day's worth of work for these guys before they head back to college or off to college for the first time here in 2019. PA announcer going over the starting players for the Pippins tonight as they will take their spots on defense. Again, Pippins wearing jerseys with the names on the back for the one and only time this season here tonight. So that would also be another interesting thing if we have a doubleheader tomorrow. Would they switch jerseys in the middle of the games? I don't think so. We might see them back in the normal jerseys tomorrow, as pregame festivities tomorrow will still go as planned, with the host families coming out to receive the jerseys from the players that they hosted here this summer. Right after these players take their spots on the field, we will have the national anthem. So let's take a quick break here on the Pippins pregame show for the national anthem, and when we return, we will have first pitch action here at the Orchard in Game 2 of the 3-game series between the visiting Walla Walla Sweets and the home team, the Yakima Valley Pippins. So don't go anywhere. First pitch right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce two of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome and se habla español. This is how we care.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Nothing is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
National Anthem is over here at the Orchard, and we are just about set for first pitch here in Game 2 between the Pippins and the visiting Walla Walla Sweets. Stu Flesland on the mound getting his final warm-up pitches. Flesland an 0-1 record with a 13.5 ERA so far on the season. For the Pippins, only one appearance last weekend against Wenatchee. He went 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, all of them earned. Does have 3 strikeouts and has allowed 2 walks, so he will face the Walla Walla Sweets for his second and final start here in 2019 as the Pippins looking to get the game in tonight, looking to fit one in under the possible conditions of rain and lightning. And final game coming up tomorrow, Fan Appreciation Night here at the Orchard for 7:05 p.m. tonight. Also, bobbleheads being given out tomorrow night, so the Pippins out on defense, and the Sweets will send up Ryan Johnston, Parker Price, and Patrick Caulfield here in the top half of the first inning as the home plate umpire gives the Sweets notice to get into the dugout as Flesland works from the stretch, the lefty versus the right-handed batter Johnson, first pitch of the game. From Flesland, a fastball low and inside for ball 1, and we are underway here at the Orchard. The defense Behind Fleslin tonight, Kyle Dean in left, Pelk in center, Rice in right, Gorell at third, Parker at short, Hormel at second, Chesley at first, and James Bell doing the catching behind the plate. Next pitch from Fleslin, a fastball in the zone for strike one, and the count is even to Ryan Johnston, 1 ball and 1 strike. First pitch at 6:38 p.m. tonight, so a couple minutes behind schedule as the next pitch from Fleslin. A breaking ball that catches the inside part of the plate, and the count is 1-2 to Johnston. Parker Price and Patrick Caulfield will also get in that bat here in the top of the first for the Sweets. The next pitch, fastball high and outside. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Johnston. Pippins mathematically eliminated from playoff contention here in 2019. The 2-2, a breaking ball too far inside. Johnston works the count full with nobody on and nobody away here in the top of the first inning. Fleslin gets his sign from Bell behind the plate. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fastball, this is roped down the left field line. This one stays fair down into the corner near the Pippins bullpen. The left fielder, Kyle Dean, over towards the foul pole and now is up with it. And Ryan Johnston for the Sweets into second with a leadoff stand-up double. Runner on second now with nobody away for Parker Price, the Sweets shortstop. Some other games going on in the West Coast League tonight. Bellingham at Kelowna, Bend at Ridgefield, Port Angeles at Victoria, Cowlitz at Portland, and Wenatchee at Corvallis. Bunt shown by Price, who pulls it back and takes the first pitch for a ball inside 1-0 as he had to move out of the way of that pitch. Price getting his sign from the third base coach for the Sweets. Now is ready to go, and the 1-0 pitch to Parker Price. Inside again, and taken again for ball 2-0. Sweets do have a little bit to play for. They are currently tied with the Wenatchee Apple Sox on overall season record, and that does matter if both Wenatchee and Walla Walla are able to defeat the number 1 seeds on their respective sides of the West Coast League in the playoffs, as the next pitch from Fleslin is a fastball in the inside corner for strike 1, and the count moves to 2-1. So if Walla Walla does win out here and Wenatchee loses one of their games, Walla Walla would be the 3rd seed and would get the home games if they did have to play Wenatchee in the 2nd and 3rd game of the 3-game series for the West Coast League Championship. Next pitch, bunt shown by Price again and pulled back for another ball, and the count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Victoria Harbor Cats and Corvallis Knights have already locked up the 1 seeds here in 2019, with Corvallis locking up the true number 1 seed between the two of them. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove to James Bell. And Parker Price now has to face a full count pitch from Stu Fleslin. Both Wenatchee and Walla Walla 29 and 22 overall on the season. Fleslin, the lefty, comes set, takes a look at second. Now the payoff pitch to Price. Check swing, it's hit out into fair territory, and Fleslin, the pitcher on the mound, is up with it. The ground ball to him and the throw to first in time to get Price for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning. Johnston stays on at second base, and 1 out now for Patrick Caulfield. Johnston his lead at second. First pitch from Fleslin. A fastball up and out of the zone for ball 1, 1-0. Caulfield 1 for 5 last night. Single in the 5th, reached second on second. Reached third on a pass ball, then was left stranded at third there in the 5th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Bunt shown. Pulled back on a slow breaking ball from Fleslin, and Caulfield watches the first strike of the at-bat go by. 1-1 is the count. Pippins looking for their first series win since July 16th through the 18th against the Bend Elks. So nearly a month without a series win. The next pitch, slow breaking ball, and Caulfield lifts it out to left field. Kyle Dean doesn't have to move much out there in left as he makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Cesar Lopez. Sweets with 2 runs in the top of the first in last night's ball game. Still looking for their first run here tonight. Johnston on at second with the leadoff double. Still on at second now with 2 outs. A breaking ball is too far inside to Cesar Lopez to lead off the at-bat, and the count starts 1-0. Lopez, the designated hitter tonight, started in left field last night. Went 4 for 5 in last night's game with 4 singles. Flesland with a fastball to the outside corner for strike 1, and the count's 1-1. Home plate umpire takes his mask off and tells something to someone in the Pippins dugout on the third base side. But we are ready to go. Flesland comes set, now the 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball. This one's hit out to right center field. Rice, the right fielder, ranging back. This one could be in the gap. The center fielder, Pelt, can't come up with it. That's going to be a run scored for Walla Walla here early, and Cesar Lopez continues his offensive production against the Pippins here in this series. He's into second with a 2-out RBI double. Ryan Johnson comes around to score, and the Sweets now lead the Pippins 1-0 with 2 outs and a runner on second here in the top of the first for Caleb Farmer. Flesland, the first pitch to Farmer. A fastball taken below the knees for ball 1, 1-0. Lopez now 5 for 6 in this series against the Pippins. He takes his lead at second, the 1-0 to Farmer. Popped up and out of play behind home plate. 1-1 is the count. Farmer getting the start at first base tonight after doing the catching duties in last night's ball game. Bryce Vitt, the catcher for the Sweets, who was a designated hitter last night. He's waiting on deck. The 1-1 to Farmer, a ball taken up high. 2-1's the count. Sweets with 1 run on 2 hits here in the top of the first inning. Stu Flesland on the mound for the Pippins, looking to get the final out of the inning. The 2-1 to Farmer. Fastball up high. That misses for ball 3. Farmer working a hitter's count. Batting from the right side, Flesland looks in, throwing from the left side. He gets his sign from Bell. Now the 3-1 to Farmer. Fastball taken up high for ball 4, and Farmer takes the open first base with 2 away here in the first, and that'll bring up Bryce Vitt. Lopez on at second after his RBI double scored Johnston. Now Farmer on at first. And Bryce Vitt steps in, batting from the right-hand side for the Sweets. Vitt 0 for 5 in last night's game. Grounded into 2 double plays. First pitch to him is low and outside. Counts 1-0. Flesland, his last outing against Wenatchee, went 4 innings, gave up 6 earned runs. The 1-0. Taken up high. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Flesland having some difficulty finding the strike zone here in the first inning. 11 strikes and 14 balls here in the inning as Flesland gets ready to pitch. Pitch number 26 here in the top of the first. The pitch outside. Vitt takes ball 3, 3-0. Flesland in danger of loading up the bases for Turner Edwards. Vitt, a 212 batter. The 3-0 pitch to him. A fastball up high and out of the zone. Back-to-back walks for the Sweets, and now the bases are loaded with 2 away for Turner Edwards. That will prompt a mound visit from Pippins pitching coach Rob Hippie. Out to talk to Flesland. And We will see if any other West Coast League games have a score in them. Nope, we are the only one. All other games either have not started or are scoreless in the first inning. So Walla Walla leading the Pippins here 1-0, the first run in the whole league tonight. Getting on the board early here in the top of the first. Johnston with a leadoff double, and then a ground out to the pitcher by Price and a fly out to left by Caulfield for the second out of the inning, and since then a double for Lopez that scored Johnston and 2 walks to Caleb Farmer and Bryce Vitt. Mound visit over, and Turner Edwards steps in batting from the right-hand side. Fleslin the first pitch to him, a fastball low and in the dirt, stopped by Bell. Count is 1-0 to Edwards. Carson Green waiting on deck for the Sweets. Will get his first at-bat of the series if he comes up. Next pitch, a fastball. Finally, Fleslin has refound the strike zone. Count is now 1-1 to Edwards. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Catches the inside part of the plate. Count's now 1-2. Fleslin a strike away from getting out of this inning and leaving the bases loaded for the Sweets. The 1-2 pitch from him. Fastball up high. Edwards takes for ball 2, 2-2. Edwards last night went out and played 1 out in right field on defense before being substituted for Emmanuel Dean. The 2-2 pitch to him. Fastball up high. Now 2 away and a full count to Edwards. Runners will be taking off with the pitch from Stu Fleslin. Looking to get out of danger here in the top of the first. He's already allowed 1 run to cross. Needs to throw a strike here to not allow a second run. Runners take off the 3-2. Fastball just outside. A close pitch there, but Edwards takes for ball 4. And the bases are still loaded. Cesar Lopez comes across to score. And it's 2-0 Walla Walla. That'll bring up Carson Green now for the Sweets, getting his first at-bat in the series. Green, the 8th batter to come to the plate here in the top of the first. As Walla Walla now with 2 runs on 2 hits and 3 back-to-back-to-back walks here in the first. Bases loaded and the first pitch to Green. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Last 4 batters have reached base safely. Johnston and Lopez with doubles in the inning. They've both come around to score. The 1-0 popped up behind home plate. This one's out to the parking lot here at the Orchard. And the count's even 1-1. Fleslin with 13 strikes and 21 balls here in the first inning, looking to find the strike zone. His ERA now up to 26.87. The 1-1. Breaking ball catches the outside part of home plate. A good pitch there from Fleslin as the count moves to 1-2 to Carson Green. Green batting .237 on the season. Lefty versus righty matchup, the 1-2. Popped up behind home, hits the top of the press box before falling into the stands. Count stays 1-2 to Green. Justin Foles waiting on deck for the Sweets. He was 4 for 5 in last night's game. The 1-2. Curveball off the end of the bat as Carson barely makes contact with that one to stay alive. He'll come back and see another 1-2 pitch. Fleslin really working to get through the top of the first inning here. His 1-2 pitch to Green. Curveball outside. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Walla Walla matching what they did in yesterday's game in the first inning. Now 2 runs in the top of the first in both game 1 and 2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. As Green can't make contact with that fastball from Stu Fleslin. The Sweets leave the bases loaded but do pick up 2 runs here in the top of the first inning. So that's our score as we head to the bottom of the first. 2-0. Sweets have the lead over the Pippins as we get ready for the Pippins' first at-bats here at the Orchard in tonight's game right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
And competitive prices.
Sweets with 2 runs in the top of the first inning, so they now lead 2-0 over the Pippins as we head to the bottom of the first here at the Orchard with Eddie Pelk leading things off for the Pippins, Christian Padilla and Kyle Dean batting behind him here in the bottom of the first inning. Sweets matching what they did in yesterday's game, 2 runs in the top of the first. Well, we will see if the Pippins can match what they did in the bottom of the first, picking up 3 in the bottom of the first yesterday to take the lead back from Walla Walla. Travis Craven on the mound for the Sweets, the lefty out of Goleta, California. He's making a West Coast League record 13th start of the season here tonight against the Pippins. Most starts in a single season by any West Coast League pitcher. He's 1-2 with a 2.05 ERA. As Eddie Pelk steps in batting from the left-hand side, leading off for the Pippins tonight. Pippins with names on the back of their jerseys tonight for the only time this season, as the first pitch to Pelk is taken on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Looks like some players have some nicknames on the back of their jerseys. The 0-1 pitch to Pelk, a ground ball out to first. Farmer grabs it on the hop and touches first for the first out here in the first inning. So 1 away now for Christian Padilla. Christian Padilla wearing quesadilla on the back of the jersey. Padilla batting from the right-hand side. First pitch to him. Fouled back towards the press box. This one may have gone into the press box to my right. Count starts 0-1 to Padilla. Craven looks in, gets a sign. Now the lefty's 0-1 pitch. A ball taken outside by Padilla. And the count's even at 1-1. Chance of lightning here in a little bit here in Yakima. The 1-1 pitch to Padilla. Taken low and inside for ball 2, 2-1. Kyle Dean waiting on deck. .76 degrees and cloudy with some showers right now here in Yakima. Next pitch to Padilla is a foul ball out of play on the right field side. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Padilla, a .206 batting average on the season. Next pitch to him, a ground ball out to the shortstop Price. Throw to first. Padilla getting there, but not in time. Close play over at first, but throw from the shortstop Price in time to get Padilla at first for the second out here in the bottom of the first inning. So that'll bring up Kyle Dean, getting the start in left field tonight for the Pippins, batting from the right-hand side. Dean, a .229 batter on the season. Nobody on and 2 outs for the Pippins here in the bottom of the first. The first pitch to Kyle Dean. Fastball in the dirt, taken for ball 1, 1-0. Sawyer Chesley waiting on deck for the Pippins. The 1-0. Smacked out to center field, and a solid base hit for Kyle Dean puts him on at first with 2 away now here in the inning. First hit for the Pippins here in this game. Stepping in now, Sawyer Chesley. Chesley currently leading the team in batting average. Has only had 33 at-bats, but in those 33 at-bats, 14 hits. Good enough for a .424 batting average. Still looking for his first long ball. Does have 4 runs batted in. The first pitch to him. Fastball that catches the inside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Sweets leading the Pippins early here in this one, 2-0. Pippins ending the 8-game losing streak last night against the Sweets in extra innings. The 0-1. Low and in the dirt. Stopped by the catcher Vitt. Counts even to Chesley, 1-1. Tanner Parker waiting on deck, the hero in last night's game for the Pippins. A 1-out bases loaded single out to left field for Parker to win it for the Pips. Next pitch to Chesley. Ground ball out to short. Price up with it. Quick flip to second to get Kyle Dean on the force out is in time for the third out here in the bottom of the first, and we head to the top of the second with the Sweets leading the Pippins 2-0 here on the nation's famous broadcast network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
One. Next pitch from Fleslin, a check swing. Check down to the field umpire down at first, and he says that Foles does not go around, and the count now, is 2-1. The 2-1 pitch popped up. This one could stay in fair territory. And it will not stay in fair territory. This one's foul into the seating area. Counts even to Justin Foles, 2-2. Ryan Johnston, the leadoff batter in the lineup, waiting on deck. Parker Price right behind him. We'll see him here in the top of the second as well. Foles batting .281 on the season after a good night last night, 4 for 5 against the Pippins. The 2-2 pitch to him. Swung on a miss on a high fastball from Flesland, and Foles down on strike 3 for the first out here in the top of the second. Pingree Ford is the proud sponsor of tonight's second inning. Pingree Ford is your trusted Ford dealership in Sela with an extensive new and pre-owned inventory. Visit Pingree Ford at 102 West Natchez Avenue in Sela when you're looking for your next vehicle. Back to the top of the lineup now for the Sweets. Ryan Johnson steps in for his next at-bat, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball on the outside corner of the plate for strike 1, 0-1. Sweets with 2 runs in the top of the first, an RBI double for Cesar Lopez, then a bases-loaded walk for Turner Edwards. As the next pitch from Flesland to Johnston taken outside for ball 1, 1-1. Johnston led off the top of the first with a double, came around to score. Next pitch to him, a fastball high and inside for ball 2, 2-1. Johnston batting .228 on the season with 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. Next pitch to him brushes him back as he takes ball 3 inside, 3-1. The 3-1. Flesland paints the outside corner with a fastball to run the count full to Ryan Johnston. 1 out here in the top of the second. The payoff pitch to Johnston. Hit out to left field. This one falls in front of the left fielder Kyle Dean. And Johnston now with a double and a single. In this one, he reaches first with 1 out in the top of the second, and that'll bring up Parker Price. Pippins looking for their 10th win of the second half. They are 9-17 in the second half of the season. A tough season for the Pippins here in 2019. Johnston his lead at first. Now the first pitch to Price. Swung on a miss. A good breaking ball by Flesland. Price out in front of that one. Count starts 0-1. Price a ground out back to Flesland, the pitcher on the mound in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1 tonight. The 0-1 pitch to him. Skips into the dirt off the foot of the catcher, James Bell, and to his left. That'll allow Ryan Johnston to get into second with a wild pitch. Count evens to Price, 1-1. Sweets with 2 runs in the top of the first in yesterday's game, and then 1 in the top of the second. Next pitch to Price. Hit out in the air to third base. Garrell, the third baseman tonight, taking a look and running out of room. This one's out of play on the third base side, and the count's 1-2 to Price. Last night, Price went 0 for 2, but did have 3 walks. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball inside. Bell with a good stop behind home plate to keep Johnston on at second. The count's 2-2 now to Price. Price batting .207 on the season for the Sweets with 18 runs batted in. Runner in scoring position for the Sweets with 1 away here in the top of the second inning. Next pitch hit out to left field. Dean, the left fielder, coming in quickly, making a catch on the run for out number 2. Johnston back to second base, and now 2 away for the Sweets. They'll bring up Patrick Caulfield. Sweets picking up both of the 2 runs they scored in the top of the first with 2 away. Now 2 away here in the top of the second with Johnston on at second. First pitch to Caulfield. Breaking ball taken up high. 1-0 is the count. Cesar Lopez waiting on deck for the Sweets. Drove in the first run of the game. An RBI double in the first inning. The 1-0. Fastball in there for strike. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike now to Caulfield. Caulfield, a very dangerous batter in the lineup for the Swedes. 327 batting average, 5 home runs, and 24 RBIs. The next pitch to him. Breaking ball, this time Caulfield with an off-balance swing and a miss at that one. Count is 1-2. Fleslin looking to get out of the inning cleanly here in the top of the second inning, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball just outside. Count is now 2-2 to Caulfield. Fleslin, with every out he gets without giving up a run, his ERA goes down basically. Next pitch is called strike 3 as Caulfield watches that fastball go by down around the knees for strike 3 and out number 3 here in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom half of the second. Pippins trailing the Sweets 2-0 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
The YMCA.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Tanner Parker leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Pippins, and he watches the first pitch go by for a strike at the knees, and the count is 0-1. Parker, Hormel, and Brian Rice do up here in the bottom of the second. Pippins looking to cut into the 2-0 lead the Walla Walla Sweets have accumulated here early in this one, as the next pitch is skipped past the catcher in the dirt and to the backstop. Craven on the mound for the Sweets, spiking that one in the dirt. Count evens to Tanner Parker 1-1. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. The 1-1 to Parker. A ground ball out to the second baseman Foles. Throw to first in time to get Parker for the first out of the inning. One out now for Brady Hormel, the second baseman tonight, as a mound visit now for the Sweets. And they might be going with a new pitcher here early in this one, and they are. The starting pitcher, Craven, setting the record tonight for most starts in a single season for a West Coast League pitcher. His 13th start tonight, and he exits after 1 1/3 innings. They'll bring in a new pitcher, and we will tell you about him right after this break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
The smell of fresh-cut barley, the sound of boots in a barn, the sight of the sun rising over the fields. Budweiser farmers don't just grow barley, they live it. That's because there's nothing simple about growing barley. It's early mornings every morning. It's a steady hand guiding a combine through the field. It's a loyalty to the land, and it's a respect for those who did it before you did. Barley is the soul of our lager. That's why we've been working with the same family-owned American farms for more than 50 years to harvest it. The secrets to growing this grain perfectly have been passed down through 3 generations. For them, it's a legacy. It's something to be proud of. And it's why only the best barley and locally sourced ingredients are used to make Budweiser. Budweiser is proudly raised across America. This Bud's from our barley farmers. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
New pitcher on the mound for the Sweets, Landon Beneke, the righty out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, standing 6'6", and he will make his 6th appearance. Excuse me, not his 6th appearance, his 17th appearance. He started 5 games. That's the stat I was looking at. His 17th appearance on the mound for the Sweets here in 2019. He has a 4-1 record with a 4.64 ERA, 42 2/3 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, and 15 walks. As Brady Hormel steps in for the Pippins, first pitch from Beneke is a fastball just outside, taken by
Puget.
No. So the starting pitcher tonight for Walla Walla, Travis Craven, goes 1 1/3 innings. Gives up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts for him. He only faces 5. Next pitch to Hormel, line down the left field line. This one barely stays fair. It's down to the Pippins bullpen. Hormel rounds first, and he will get into second base standing. A 1-out double for Brady Hormel puts a runner in scoring position for the Pippins here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Rice. Brian Rice batting in the 7th spot in the lineup for the Pippins tonight. Hormel on at second, wearing the nickname B-Money on the back of his jersey. Pippins trailing 2-0, looking for their first run in this one as the first pitch to Brian Rice. The ground ball out to the second baseman, Foles, throw to first in time to get Brian Rice. That'll move Hormel over to third. Now a runner on third and 2 outs for James Bell. Bell, the catcher tonight, batting in the 8th spot. I called Brian Rice Bryce there because that's what the team calls him. They call him Brian Bryce. The first pitch to James Bell, a breaking ball in the zone for a strike, 0-1. You start to hang around these guys and talk to them enough, and you accidentally start calling them by their nicknames, apparently, when you're calling the game. Getting to wear their nicknames on the back of the jerseys tonight. Next pitch to Bell is a foul ball down the third base line. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Beneke on the mound now for the Sweets, coming in for Craven. Beneke comes set on the 0-2 to James Bell. A slow ground ball out to second. Foles up with it. Throw to first in time to get Bell, and the Pippins cannot pick up a run here in the inning off the double from Hormel. No errors defensively, and 1 man left on base here in the bottom of the second. We play to the top of the third here. Coming up right after this, Sweets leading the Pippins 2-0 on the Nathan's Famous broadcast.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flywkm.com where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
To the top of the third here at the Orchard. Sweets with Cesar Lopez, Caleb Farmer, and Bryce Vitt 2 up here in the inning, and Lopez cannot check his swing on the first pitch of the at-bat. And the count starts 0-1. Stu Fleslin on the mound for the Pippins, working into the third inning here in his second start as a Pippin in 2019. Next pitch from him is a fastball outside. Counts now even to Lopez, 1-1. Lopez with an RBI double in his first at-bat in the first to score Johnston. Next pitch to him, a breaking ball way outside. Count is now 2-1. Lopez also came around to score on a bases-loaded walk to Turner Edwards. Next pitch to Lopez, a foul ball to the backstop as Lopez gets just under that pitch. And the count's even 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Fouled back. Into the stands. Count stays 2-2 to Lopez. Fleslin with the 2-2 pitch, a fastball high and outside. Taken for ball 3. Lopez works a full count to lead off the top of the third. Sweets with 2 runs on 3 hits. Pippins with no runs on 2 hits so far. Full count pitch is hit out to right field, a high pop fly to Brian Rice. Rice back a couple steps, makes the one-handed catch out in right field, and there is 1 away here in the top of the third. One out now for Caleb Farmer, his second at-bat. A walk for Farmer in the first inning. Lefty versus righty here as Fleslin, the first pitch. Foul tip just off the glove of the catcher Bell. Count starts 0-1 to Farmer. It's looking like we might avoid the rain and potential lightning here tonight, as it looks like the rain has skipped right over us. It is definitely raining up north and a little northeast of us, as the next pitch to Farmer is a ball outside, 1-1. And if you look behind us to the south, it looks like it's also raining down there too, but no rain right now here in Yakima, and the next pitch is swung on a miss by Farmer for strike 2, 1-2. Would be good to get the whole ball game in tonight, so hoping for no rain delays. As the next pitch is an inside-out swing, fouled on the right field side, and running out of the room, the first baseman Chesley. So the count stays 1-2. Home plate umpire again telling the Sweets dugout they've been having the on-deck batter out on the field taking practice swings, and then the guy batting behind him, so not the next batter up, but the next guy after that taking practice swings out on the field too. That's the second time he's told him not to do that, as the next pitch to Farmer is popped up and out of play behind home, and the count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Nobody on here in the top of the third inning. Sweets lead it 2-0. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball out in front of it. This time is Farmer, as he Grounds it down the third baseline, foul. Fleslin now with more strikes than balls tonight, 39 strikes and 35 balls. Nobody warming up in the Pippins bullpen. Fleslin gets his sign and comes set. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Finally, Farmer cannot make contact after he fouls off a couple pitches there. And strike 3, swinging for out number 2. And that'll bring up Bryce Vitt. That's Fleslin's 4th strikeout on the mound tonight. He's lowered his ERA to 6.74 now. Started the game at a 13.5. Vitt steps in the first pitch, a breaking ball taken by Vitt right down the middle for strike 1. 0-1's the count to Vitt with 2 away. Vitt also with a walk in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball up high. Out of the zone for a ball, 1-1. Chaz Martinez coming in for Turner Edwards. Now waiting on deck. The 1-1 pitch. A slow raking ball, and Vitt pops this up and out of play behind home. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vitt batting .212 on the season, 7 for 33. Next pitch inside. Fleslin can't find the strike zone with the fastball there, and the count evens to Vitt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fleslin looking to get out of the inning, 1-2-3, the 2-2, and he won't get out of the inning 1-2-3 as this one's into the gap. The center fielder, Pelk, ranges out to left center field, but the ball off the bat of Bryce Vitt falls in to the outfield grass out there in left center. He's into first with a single. So now 2 outs and a runner on first for Chaz Martinez getting his first at bat. The first pitch is outside. Excuse me, it's on the outside corner for a strike 0-1. And that is not Chaz Martinez out to bat, that is Nick Irwin, number 5. The 0-1 pitch to Irwin. Taken outside for a ball, 1-1. Okay, and it is not Nick Irwin. It is Chaz Martinez wearing the wrong jersey apparently. Martinez number 14, but tonight wearing the number 5 jersey. Usually wearing number 5 is Irwin, so Martinez is the batter. The 1-1 count to him, another fastball on the outside corner taken again by Martinez. And the count is 1-2. So Vitt on at first and Chaz Martinez up to bat. Coming in for Turner Edwards getting the start in right field. Same thing as last night, just a quick substitution for the Sweets. The 1-2 now from Fleslin. Fastball, this one's hit just out past the glove of the shortstop Tanner Parker for another 2-out single, and now runners on first and second. With 2 away for the Sweets here in the top of the 3rd inning for Carson Green. Carson Green steps in for his 2nd at-bat here tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging to end the first. The 8th batter of that inning. First pitch to him, the bat goes flying out of his hands. And into the net on the 3rd base side as he'll go over and pick up his bat. Count starts 0-1 to Green. I was heading right towards the seating area on the 3rd base side. Some fans thankful the net is there. Green steps back in now facing an 0-1 count from the lefty Fleslin. Runners take their lead. Next pitch, just low. A breaking ball from Fleslin and watched by Green for ball 1, 1-1. Sweets now with 2 runs on 5 hits. Back-to-back singles for them with 2 outs here. The 1-1. Taken for a ball. Fastball just below the knees for ball 2. 2-1 is the count to Green. Green batting .237 on the season for the Sweets. 1 long ball and 4 RBIs. The 2-1 pitch to him. This one's hit out to deep left field. This one's got a chance. Left fielder Dean looking up. And this one is over the fence for a 3-run home run. Sweets take a 5-0 lead now on the 3-run home run, his second of the season for Carson Green. All coming with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. A very similar storyline to the top of the 1st, where the Sweets picked up 2 runs after they had 2 outs in the inning. Fleslin quickly gets 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd, and now a single by Vitt, a single by Martinez, and a home run by Green extends their lead to 5-0, and that brings up Justin Foles. The first pitch to Foles, bunt shown, taken for a ball below the knees as he pulls back. Or maybe that was fouled. The scoreboard shows a strike, so I guess that was a foul ball off the bat of Foles on the attempted bunt, so the count's 0-1. Fleslin the next pitch, a breaking ball outside. Counts now 1-1 to Foles. Foles 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout swinging. Green his second home run of the season and 7th RBI on the 3-run home run there. Next pitch low for a ball, 2-1. Sweets now with 5 runs on 6 hits as we play here in the 3rd inning. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the lower inside part of the plate. And the count is 2-2. Ryan Johnson waiting on deck, the leadoff batter for the Sweets. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball out to Parker at short. Parker's up with it, and the quick throw to first in time for out number 3 here in the top of the 3rd, but the Sweets picking up 3 more runs on a home run off the bat of Carson Green out to deep left field, and the score is now 5-0 Sweets over the Pippins as we head to the bottom of the 3rd right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
A community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
9-1-2 batters due up for the Pippins as we play into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Grant Gorell, Eddie Pelk, and Christian Padilla will get in that bat here with the Pippins now trailing the Sweets 5-0, a 3-run home run for Carson Green in the top half as the first pitch to Gorell is a foul tip into the glove of the catcher Vitt for strike 1, 0-1. Gorell getting the start at 3rd base tonight. We usually see him at catcher. He told me before the game it's the first time he's played 3rd since his sophomore season in high school, as the next pitch to him is low and outside in the dirt for a ball 1-0. Gorell just graduated high school and will play at Boise State as a freshman this upcoming season. The 1-1 pitch to him. Low in the dirt for ball 2, 2-1. Gurrell originally from Chandler, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix down there. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball out to short. Price slips and throws the first still in time to get Gurrell. A good play by the shortstop, Parker Price, for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. And back to the top of the lineup now for the Pippins. Eddie Pelk steps in for his second at-bat. That's the 7th ground out tonight for the Pippins in 9 at-bats. The only other batters, Kyle Dean and Brady Hormel, reached on a single for Dean and a double for Hormel. They were both left stranded, as the Pippins are still looking for their first run in this one. First pitch to Pelk is low and inside for a ball, 1-0. So every out so far for the Pippins has been a ground out. Beneke working from the windup, the 1-0 pitch from him to Pelk. Taken low below the knees for ball 2, 2-0. Is the count now to Eddie Pelk. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first. The next pitch to him, a fastball in the zone. Taken by Pelk for strike 1, 2-1 is the count. Christian Padilla waiting on deck for the Pippins. Righty versus lefty, and the next pitch to Pelk. Ground ball out to the shortstop, Price. Another throw to first, and another ground out for the Pippins. That's now 8 in this game, as Pelk unable to reach base safely. Back-to-back ground outs to the shortstop, Price, to begin the bottom of the third, and there's 2 away with nobody on now for the designated hitter, Christian Padilla. The first pitch to Padilla. A breaking ball that is too far outside from Beneke. And the count is 1-0 now to Christian Padilla with Kyle Dean waiting on deck. 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. The 1-0. Good breaking ball, but just a little inside from Beneke. And the count's now 2-0 to Padilla. Padilla also grounded out to shortstop in the first inning in his first at-bat. Pippins with 2 hits so far in this one. The windup and the pitch from Beneke. A foul ball, this time off the bat of Padilla. Counts now 2-1. The catcher Vitt unable to come up with that one. Padilla 0 for 4 in last night's game, but in his last at-bat, he drew a walk in the bottom of the 10th. And that was a big one to load up the bases with nobody out. The 2-1 pitch to him. Another ground ball and another grounder out to short. Price making all 3 plays to end the bottom of the third as the Pippins go down 1-2-3 on 3 groundouts out to short here in the inning. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Pippins looking to keep the Sweets off the board as they look to extend their 5-0 lead over the Pippins here tonight at the Orchard. Coming up right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Nothing is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
New pitcher into the game for the Pippins as we play into the top of the 4th inning. It is the righty Dominic Miller coming in for relief of Stu Fleslin, the starter tonight for the Pippins. Fleslin goes 3 innings, allows 6 hits and 5 runs, all of them earned, and 3 walks while striking out 4. So Miller enters the game to work the top of the 4th inning, and the Sweets will bring up their leadoff batter in tonight's game to lead off the inning, Ryan Johnston. The first pitch to him is a fastball inside. Count is 1-0 to Johnston. Johnston, Parker Price, and Patrick Caulfield due up for the Sweets here in the top of the 4th. The 1-0 from Miller. Fastball in the zone. And the count is now 1-1 to Johnston, who is 2 for 2 tonight, a double in the first and a single in the second inning. The 1-1. Fastball just outside. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Ryan Johnston. Miller a 4.76 ERA on the season as the next pitch to Johnston is hit out to the right fielder Brian Rice, who makes the catch for the first out, not having to move much out there in the outfield. So 1 away now for Parker Price. Price batting from the right-hand side. First pitch from Miller. Taken for a ball by Price, and the count is 1-0. Price making all 3 plays on the ground ball there in the bottom of the 3rd. Pippins going down 1-2-3 on 6-3 groundouts. Next pitch is a foul tip off of the catcher James Bell, and home plate umpire will bring a ball out to Dominic Miller and give Bell a chance to shake that one off. Count is now 1-1 to Price. Every out so far for the Pippins in this one has been a ground out. In the first inning, Pelk grounded out to first base, Padilla grounded out to short, Chesley grounded out to short. In the second inning, Parker grounded out to second, Brian Rice grounded out to second, James Bell grounded out to second, and in the third, Pelk grounded out to short, Padilla grounded out to short, and Gurrell grounded out to short. So not much differences on the scorebook so far for the Pippins tonight. The 1-1 to Price. Swung on and missed. Good pitch by Miller. Counts now 1-2 to Price. Price 0 for 2 tonight. Looking for his first hit. Miller comes set down the 1-2. Price pops this up on the right field side and out of play. Chesley, the first baseman, taking a look, but no room for him. Counts now 1-2 to Parker Price. The next pitch from Miller. Fastball low and outside. Count evens to Price, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Patrick Caulfield waiting on deck. The next pitch hit up the middle of the second baseman, Hormel. Makes his way over towards second base and makes the scoop, and the throw to first is in time to get Parker Price on the ground out. And that's 2 away now here in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring up Patrick Caulfield. Tonight's 4th inning sponsor, Les Schwab, set the standard for tire service more than 65 years ago, and they continue to go out of their way to keep you on your way. With 3 locations in Yakima and Sela, the dedicated professionals at Les Schwab provide useful advice and excellent service every day. At Les Schwab, doing the right thing matters. First pitch to Caulfield, a ground ball out to the pitcher Miller, who's up with it. And the throw to first is in time for out number 3 in the inning. So the Sweets go down 1-2-3, and the Pippins, trailing the Sweets 5-0, will get some at-bats here in the bottom of the 4th coming up here in a sec on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
Kyle Dean, Sawyer Chesley, and Tanner Parker due up here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Pippins as they look to get some runners on base. They've only had 2 base runners reach base safely so far in this one. Kyle Dean getting a look here to begin the inning. He had a single in the first, and Brady Hormel a double in the second. Outside of that, 9 outs for the Pippins, and they've all been ground outs in the infield. So also looking to get the ball in the air a little bit as Kyle Dean steps in for his second at-bat. Pippins trailing the Sweets 5-0. Beneke on the mound, the first pitch to Dean. Hit out to left center field. This one's in the gap, and this might be extra bases. Dean rounds first, takes a look at second. The throw into second, a good one, and the tag applied in time to get Kyle Dean. What a throw from left field by Ryan Johnston. Wow, from the warning track out and left. A perfect throw into Foles at second. Tag applied to get Dean. Dean now 2 for 2 with 2 singles, but looking to stretch that one to second, and the throw out from deep left field by Johnston, and like that we have 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth for Sawyer Chesley. First pitch to Chesley, taken for strike 1, 0-1. A great throw by Johnston to cut off Kyle Dean. That one looked like it was going to stay in the gap, but Johnston getting over in time to cut the ball off from reaching the wall out there in left center as the next pitch to Chesley is the ball outside 1-1. Johnston getting over and then making a great throw to second base. Chesley pops this one up and out of play on the right field side. Count is now 1-2. That was the third hit tonight for the Pippins. But now the bases are empty and 1 away. The 1-2 to Chesley. Swung on a miss at a ball low and out of the zone for strike 3. Chesley with a walk. Back to the dugout. That's the first, well, not the first, the second out for the Pippins by way of something other than a ground out. The first out of this inning, of course, the throw out from left field by Johnston to get Dean at second. So now with 2 away and nobody on, Tanner Parker steps in. First pitch to him. Fastball outside. Taken for ball 1, 1-0. Tanner Parker 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. Beneke gets to sign the windup now, the 1-0 pitch to Parker inside. Ball 2, 2-0 to Tanner Parker. With Brady Hormel waiting on deck, who is 1 for 1 with a double. He was left stranded at third in the second inning. The 2-0 pitch to Parker outside. And Parker takes the first 3 pitches All for balls to begin the at-bat. With 2 outs, Parker looks to get on base. The 3-0 pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. First strike for Beneke here against Parker. Counts now 3-1. Parker steps back in, now the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up in the infield. Parker slams the bat. Parker Price out at short, camps under it, and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Pippins with no runs, and a hit by Kyle Dean. No errors, and nobody left on base as Dean thrown out by second on a great throw by Johnston. And we head to the top of the 5th inning with the Pippins trailing the Sweets 5-0 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Downtown Selah. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provide something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Selah. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
First pitch to Cesar Lopez, taken for strike 1, 0-1, and the next pitch to him taken low for a ball 1-1. Heart of the order up for the Sweets here in the top of the 5th inning. Lopez, Farmer, and Vitt, their 4, 5, 6 batters. The 1-1 to Lopez, a swing and a miss on a good fastball from righty Dominic Miller on the mound for the Pippins, and the count's now 1-2. Lopez 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI double in the first inning, the 1-2 to him. Swung on a miss, a good breaking ball this time by Miller. And Lopez heads back to the first base dugout for the Sweets. One away on the strikeout for Dominic Miller. And that'll bring up Caleb Farmer. Sweets with 2 runs in the top of the first and 3 in the top of the third. Pippins still looking for their first run tonight. First pitch is swung on a miss by Farmer. The count is 0-1. Kyle Dean with a single out to left center in the bottom of the 4th, but a throw from the left fielder Johnston to cut him off at second. As the next pitch to Farmer is swung on and missed for strike 1. And, Zach Berryman is in for Caleb Farmer. The 0-2 pitch to Berryman. Pop fly out to shortstop Tanner Parker. Right there to make the catch, and quickly 2 away for the Sweets here in the top of the 5th inning. Two away now for Bryce Vitt, the catcher in tonight's game, as he watches a fastball go by on the outside corner for strike 1 to begin the at-bat, 0-1. The next pitch from Miller skips in the dirt, taken by Vitt for a ball, and the count's even at 1-1. Vitt 1 for 1 tonight with a walk in the first and a single in the 3rd inning. Looking to reach base safely for the 3rd time in as many at-bats. The 1-1. Hit out to center field. This one reaches the outfield grass. Pelk, the center fielder, comes up and makes the throw into Parker. But Vitt now on at first base for the Sweets with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Chaz Martinez. First pitch to Martinez, a ground ball out between short and third, and the first pitch is another single for the Sweets. Martinez makes his way into first. And the 2-out offensive production all night for the Sweets continues here in the top of the 5th. They now have runners on first and second with 2 men out, with Carson Green stepping in for his 3rd at-bat. Green with a big 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. The first pitch to Green. Taken on the outside corner. Count starts 0-1. Sweets have scored all 5 of their runs tonight with 2 outs on them. The 0-1. Fastball outside. Green watches this one for a ball, 1-1. Foles waiting on deck for the Sweets. Green batting from the right-hand side, 1 for 2 with the long ball in the 3rd. A strikeout swinging in the 1st for him. Dominic Miller will look at second. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's popped out to right field. Rice, the right fielder, making his way towards the foul pole down there in right field foul territory. He makes the catch on the run to end the inning. And the Sweets here in the top of the 5th, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We are halfway through this one as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning, coming up right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Halfway through this one as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here at the Orchard. Pippins trailing the Sweets 5-0 here in Game 2 of the 3-game series, second to last game of the season for both of these teams here tonight, as the Pippins will send up Brady Hormel, Brian Rice, and James Bell here in the bottom of the 5th, looking for their first run in tonight's game. New pitcher on the mound for the Sweets to pitch the bottom of the 5th. It's Nate Daly. Hormel stepping in for his second at-bat. Batting from the left-hand side. Looks like we are going to avoid a rain delay here tonight in Yakima. The first pitch to Hormel from the righty Daly is low for a ball, 1-0. Hormel 1 for 1 tonight with a double in the second. He reached third on a ground out by Brian Rice, the on-deck batter, but was left stranded at third. Next pitch to him is a fastball that catches the plate on the lower outside part of the plate, and counts now 1-1 to Hormel. Hormel, a .250 batter on the season for the Pippins. Watches the next pitch go by below his knees for ball 2, 2-1. Pippins wearing jerseys with their nicknames on the back tonight. They'll give it to their host families during the pregame festivities tomorrow night. Next pitch to Hormel, a fastball that is in the zone, called a strike for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes is a count to Hormel. Dally working on the mound now for the Sweets, a 3.18 ERA on the season, as Hormel checks a swing at a fastball high and outside for ball 3, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody on and nobody away. Dally, 28 and a third innings pitched this season, has 28 strikeouts, so nearly 1 per inning. Next pitch to Hormel is taken low and in the dirt for ball 4, and Brady Hormel reaches base safely in his first 2 at-bats as he takes first on the base on balls to bring up Brian Rice. Pippins looking to get something going offensively here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 5-0 to the Sweets. Rice 0 for 1 tonight, a ground out to second in the 2nd inning. Hormel takes his lead at first. Rice bunts, and it's a pop-up in foul territory on the first base side, caught by the first baseman Chaz Martinez. And Rice on the first pitch will head back to the dugout, 1 away now for the Pippins here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up James Bell now with Hormel still on at first and 1 out. Bell 0 for 1 tonight, also a ground out to second in the 2nd. First pitch to James Bell, a fastball inside. Count is 1-0. Sweets with 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Pippins with no runs on only 3 hits and no errors defensively. Pippins have been cleaning up their defense lately, not a lot of errors. We saw a lot of them earlier in the season, as the next pitch to Bell is a fastball inside once again for ball 2, 2-0. But it seemed as though as soon as the Pippins cleaned things up defensively, offensively their bats have started to cool off here late in the season. Last night, though, winning the game 6-5, as Bell pops one up behind home plate and out of play for the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1's the count. Pippins winning last night on a walk-off, bases-loaded single in the bottom of the 10th inning with 1 out off the bat of Tanner Parker to end the 8-game losing streak. Looking for their first series win since July 16th through the 18th against the Bend Elks. Hormel his lead at first. Bell steps back in, now the 2-1 pitch. Curveball outside. Bell takes for ball 3, 3-1. Hormel on at first is the only base runner to get into scoring position tonight with his double in the 2nd inning. He takes his lead at first, and now the 3-1 to Bell. Swung on and missed. At a breaking ball in the zone. Dally on the mound for the Sweets. Gets Bell to whiff on that pitch, and the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes with Hormel on at first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The payoff pitch on the way to James Bell. Taken just below the knees for ball 4. That's the 2nd walk of the inning for the Pippins. Now runners on at first and 2nd with 1 out for Grant Gorell. Brady Hormel once again the runner on in scoring position. The only man to reach scoring position. He's now reached 2nd twice in this game as Hormel takes his lead at second, and Bell takes his lead at first with one out. And the first pitch to Grant Gurrell on the way. Fastball inside for ball one, 1-0. Tonight's fifth inning is brought to you by Denny's, located at 3704 Fruitvale Boulevard in Yakima and 2603 Rudkin Road in Union Gap. Kids eat free at Denny's from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and you can get a 20% off coupon at the Orchard just for attending a game. The Pippins are proud to partner with Denny's in Yakima and Union Gap. Mound visit for the Walla Walla Sweets here with one out and two men on in the bottom of the fifth. Let's take a look at some other games going on in the West Coast League tonight. Bellingham at Kelowna. Bells lead the Falcons 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Ridgefield leading Bend 2-0 at home in the bottom of the fifth. Victoria on top of Port Angeles looking for the sweep over the Lefties. They lead at 5-4 at home in the bottom of the sixth inning. Corvallis on top of Wenatchee 7-0 in the bottom of the third. And Cowlitz at Portland, the 7:05 p.m. pitch tonight. They're tied at 2-2 in the bottom of the third at Portland. Mound visit over, and Daly on the mound looks in for his sign from Vitt, working from the stretch with runners on first and second. 1-0 is the count to Gurrell. Daly gets his sign and comes set now. The next pitch. Low and inside on a fastball. Counts now 2-0 to Gurrell. Eddie Pelk waiting on deck for the Pippins, looking for his first hit tonight. Gurrell 0 for 1, the 2-0 pitch to him. Low and inside again on a fastball. Gurrell works a 3-0 count. Another ball would load up the bases with one out for Eddie Pelk. Gurrell a good game last night for the Pippins. He went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. The next pitch to Gurrell is right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Gurrell doesn't even lift the bat off of his right shoulder. So the count now 3-1. Runners take their leads at first and second with one out. 3-1 pitch. Fastball again right down the middle. And again, Gurrell watches that one go by, and now we'll have to see a full count pitch as Daly has thrown back-to-back fastballs in the zone. Daly gets the sign and comes set. Now the payoff pitch to Gurrell. Fastball low and outside. Good take by Gurrell, and he'll take first. The third walk of the inning for the Sweets. And with one away, the Pippins will bring up Eddie Pelk. Pelk steps in with the bases loaded and one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Pippins looking to cut into the 5-0 deficit as they trail the Sweets here in game 2. The first pitch to Pelk. A fastball low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Pippins doing a good job this inning so far, working the counts of their at-bats. Here against Nate Daly. The next pitch, a fastball high and outside. Count is 2-0. Daly with 20 pitches so far here in the inning, 7 of them for strikes, and that was actually the 21st pitch, so 14 for balls. His 22nd pitch of the inning. Pelk takes a fastball. This time it's in the zone for a strike. Count is now 2-1. Daly coming in for relief of Beneke on the mound for the Sweets. Working here in the bottom of the fifth inning. He's only been able to get one out. Next pitch to Pelk. Popped up and out of play behind home plate. A foul ball. And that evens the count to Pelk. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sweets looking for an inning-ending double play. Pelk has grounded out twice in his first 2 at-bats tonight. Christian Padilla waiting on deck for the Pippins. The 2-2 to Pelk. Popped up out in between short and left. And the left fielder, Johnston, coming in and making the catch. Pelk is down on the fly out to left. The bases are still loaded as no runners are able to advance on that play. A big out for the Sweets defensively, and there's now 2 away for Christian Padilla. Padilla steps in 0 for 2 tonight. Pippins really need a hit here from Padilla, trying to get on the board for the first time in this game. 5-0 Sweets here in the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch to Padilla, swung on and hit out to center. Caulfield with a couple steps back. This one in the air is into the glove of Caulfield, and the Pippins leave the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs on no hits, 3 walks. No errors defensively for the Sweets, and the Pippins leave 3 runners stranded here in the inning as we head to the top of the 6th. Pippins trailing the Sweets 5-0 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
And has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
A tough night offensively so far for the Pippins as they're still looking for their first run. Sweets, however, leading 5-0, will look to extend their lead as we play into the top of the 6th inning here at the Orchard tonight. 9-1-2 batters due up for the Sweets here in the inning, leading off with Justin Foles, followed by Ryan Johnston and Parker Price. Dominic Miller working on the mound for the Pippins. He comes set, working from the stretch with nobody on, and the first pitch to Foles is high and outside for ball 1, 1-0. Sweets with 2 in the top of the 1st and 3 in the top of the 3rd. That's the only scoring we have seen so far in tonight's game as they lead 5-0. Next pitch, a fastball low and inside, taken again by Foles for ball 2, 2-0. Foles 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout swinging in the 2nd and a ground out to short in the 3rd. Next pitch is outside. Miller trying to find the strike zone here in this at-bat. Foles works a 3-0 count. Miller gets his sign and comes set. Now comes home with a 3-0. Fastball that catches the outside part of the plate for a strike, 3-1. Johnston waiting on deck. He's 2 for 3. The 3-1 pitch. Smoked out to right field just over the glove of the jumping Sawyer Chesley at first. The right fielder Rice slams into the wall. Now he gets it in. And Foles is into second with a leadoff double here in the top of the 6th. So quickly a runner in scoring position for the Sweets. And nobody out for Ryan Johnston. Johnston stepping in with Foles on at second. The first pitch to Foles from the righty Dominic Miller. Bunt shown and pulled back as Johnston takes the ball up high. 1-0 is the count. Johnston a double in the 1st and a single in the 2nd. So he's halfway to a cycle. He needs the 2 hardest parts of the cycle to hit, however, to get it. The 1-0 pitch now to Johnson. Inside. Taken for ball 2, 2-0. Parker Price waiting on deck and Patrick Caulfield right behind him, the only two batters in the lineup for the Sweets now tonight that have not reached base safely at least once. The 2-0 to Johnson, a fastball inside. And for the second batter in a row to begin the top of the 6th inning now, the Sweets. And Ryan Johnson has a 3-0 count. Miller will look back at second, now the 3-0 pitch. Inside, a 4-pitch walk for Ryan Johnson. And now runners on first and second with nobody out for the Sweets. That'll bring up Parker Price. Presenting the 6th inning, the Yakima Herald Republic and YakimaHerald.com are your best sources for local sports, news, entertainment, and lifestyle information from across Central Washington. Call 575-7755 to subscribe to a print or digital package. First pitch is a bunt. Miller takes a look at third, fakes the throw to third, seeing that he did not have enough time, and makes the throw to first, and it's not in time to get Price. So Price with the bunt, looking to just advance the base runners. He does so, but is also safe at first, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Patrick Caulfield. The Yakima Herald Republic, they tell your stories. And now a mound visit from pitching coach Rob Hippie out to talk to Dominic Miller. Foles with a leadoff double, Johnston with a walk, and now Price with the bunt single. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. Patrick Caulfield up to bat is the only batter to not reach base safely here in tonight's game. And the mound visit on the mound will give us a chance to look at the MLB scoreboard from today. Blue Jays over the Yankees 5-4, Angels over the Red Sox 12-4, Giants over the Phillies 3-1, Marlins over the Braves 7-6, Royals over the Tigers 7-0, Astros over the Orioles, get ready for this score, 23-2. White Sox over the A's 3-2, Brewers over the Rangers 3-2, Reds blowing out the Cubs at home 10-1, Mets over the Nationals 4-3, Cardinals over the Pirates 3-1, and the game's going on right now. Twins over the Indians 3-0 in the top of the 7th, Padres and Rockies tied at 5-5 in the bottom of the 8th, Dodgers over the D-backs 4-0 in the top of the 6th, and the Mariners on top of the Rays 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mound visit over now. The first pitch to Caulfield, hit out to left center, and that's going to score 1, possibly 2, as the throw coming in from left field. Kyle Dean, the throw in time, but the catcher James Bell with some trouble coming up with that throw, as it was in the ground. And now 2 more runs come across to score a 2 RBI single for Caulfield. Scores Foles and Johnson, and it's now 7-0 Sweets here in the top of the 6th inning. The score now, and Cesar Lopez steps in with runners on first and second, still nobody out. First pitch to Lopez, a fastball outside. Count is 1-0. Lopez 1 for 3 tonight, a RBI double in the first inning. Next pitch, a foul off the mask of the catcher Bell. Count evens at 1-1. A double, a walk, a single, and a single to begin the top of the 6th here for the Sweets. They now have 7 runs on 11 hits. Pippins still looking for their first run in tonight's game. They have no runs on 3 hits. Some activity in the Pippins bullpen down the left field line, as the runner on second takes off for third, and in safely at third is Parker Price on the stolen base. Runner on first did not take off for second, so I'm wondering if that was not a planned stolen base, but Parker Price just picking up on the timing of the pitcher Dominic Miller, as he's in safely. The count's now 2-1 to Lopez. The 2-1 pitch, the runner on first now takes off, and the hit goes out into right field and is down in the outfield grass. Sweets will pick up another run here. It's now 8-0 as Price comes in to score from third. Another hit here in the inning is an RBI single for Cesar Lopez, his second tonight. And another mound visit means Dominic Miller's night is over on the bump for the Pippins. A tough inning here for him in the top of the sixth as he cannot get an out, and the Sweets have scored 3 so far here in the inning. It's now 8-0. Sweets on top of the Pippins. Will have a new pitcher, and we will tell you about him right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Banner Bank, we know how much it means to feel at home, and our home loan experts are dedicated to helping you achieve your dreams. So whether you're refinancing, making some home improvements, or buying a new place, you can count on us to help you find the right loan. Visit one of Banner Bank's many locations throughout the West, or find us at bannerbank.com. Banner Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
New pitcher into the game for the Pippins will be the lefty Darius Garcia, who will come in to relieve Dominic Miller. Miller goes 2 innings, allows 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Garcia entering tonight with a 6.97 ERA through 20 2/3 innings pitched for the Pippins this summer. 15 strikeouts for Garcia. The Sweets have pushed across 3 runs here in the top of the 6th to take an 8-0 lead. First 5 batters have reached base safely. A double for Justin Foles, walk for Ryan Johnston, a single for Parker Price, a single for Patrick Caulfield, and a single for Cesar Lopez so far in the inning, and that'll bring up Zach Berryman with runners on first and second and nobody out. Garcia, the third pitcher on the mound for the Pippins tonight. Stu Fleslin got the start and gave up 5 runs through 4 innings. Excuse me, he only went 3 innings. First pitch from Garcia to Berryman in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Fleslin, the start, goes 3 innings, allows 5, and now Dominic Miller goes 2. Could not get an out here in the top of the 6th. The 0-1 now from Garcia. Both runners take off. Foul ball on the third base side, and runners will head back to their bases. Walla Walla on top 8-0. Going for a double steal with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. So some aggressive base running. Berryman steps back in, the 0-2 pitch, throw back to second. Garcia throws this, and it hits the runner at second. Caulfield on a second, that one hit him, so he did not get up and try to take third. Runners will stay. The first base runner, Lopez, thought he was going to get up and go to third, so Lopez started taking off towards second, but had to head back to first base. Count still no balls and 2 strikes. Garcia comes set. Lefty versus righty here. Next pitch to Berryman. Swung on a miss. A good pitch by Garcia. Fastball on the outside corner. And Berryman cannot make contact. That's the first out of the inning here in the top of the 6th on the strikeout swinging. So that'll bring up Bryce Vitt. Still 2 runners on and now 1 out. Vitt has reached base safely in his first 3 at-bats. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk in the first. The first pitch to Vitt. A fastball in the zone for strike 1, and the count starts 0-1 to Bryce Vitt. Darius Garcia, a sophomore at UC Irvine this upcoming season. Another throwback to second, another one that almost gets by the second baseman Hormel. Back in safely is Caulfield. Every batter has reached base safely in the lineup now for the Sweets in tonight's game. Runner on first takes off to second, and now both runners are off base. The throw to first will get the runner between first and second caught in a pickle, and there's nobody covering first base, so he'll make it back to first base safely. A mental error for the Pippins defensively, as the runner on second takes third, with the Pippins getting the runner in a pickle between first and second, but Lopez makes it back safely, and now Caulfield on at third with the stolen base. Count is now 1-1 to Vitt. Garcia comes set, now working with the runners on the corners. The 1-1 is a check swing, and Vitt does not go around. Ball taken low and inside. Counts now 2-1 to Bryce Vitt. Chaz Martinez waiting on deck. He's 2 for 2. The 2-1 to Vitt. Swung on, hit out to right field. This one is fading away out of play on the right field side. The foul ball makes it 2-2 now to Vitt. Getting the start behind the plate tonight, the catcher for the Sweets here in this one. Vitt, a .212 batter on the season. The 2-2 pitch. Garcia misses up high with the fastball. Vitt works the count full. Caulfield on at third, Lopez on at first. 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. The 3-2 pitch to Vitt, taken low and inside for ball 4, and that loads up the bases once again. Eighth batter of the inning now for the Sweets. Chaz Martinez steps in for his 3rd at-bat. Bases loaded and 1 out. Sweets looking to extend their 8-0 lead over the Pippins here at the Orchard. Darius Garcia on the mound for the Pippins gets his sign and is ready to go. The first pitch to Martinez. A fastball. James Bell tries to frame that one, but it is outside. Called a ball 1-0. A high of 83 degrees today here in Yakima. It's dropped to 71 as we've played nearly 2 hours. Next pitch, a fastball outside off the glove of Bell. Taken by Martinez for ball 2, 2-0. Carson Green waiting on deck as the Pippins look to end the inning on a ground ball double play here with 1 away. The next pitch, the 2-0 is popped up. Third baseman Gorell giving a look out in foul territory. He is out of room as that one gets out of play on the third base side. Two and one is the count now to Martinez. Single in the third for Martinez and a single in the fifth. The 2-1 pitch. Hit out to second. Hormel, the second baseman, throw to Parker covering second. And the throw back to first. In time. Oh, no, not in time. The ball fell out of the glove. Sawyer Chesley. So a chance to end the inning there, but Chesley drops the ball at first. Martinez with the ground out scores Caulfield from third. The Sweets take a 9-0 lead. Lopez safe at third base, and now head coach Marcus McKimmey is going to come out and talk to the field umpire and see if he can ask for help on that one. Possibly Sawyer Chesley making a plea that that was on the transfer, so making the catch and then just going to toss the ball back to the mound because he thought the inning was over. McKimmey out there talking to the umpire. Vitt is out on the force out at second. Martinez in at first. There's now 2 away as McKimmey heads back to the dugout. 9-0 the score. Sweets over the Pippins now. And Carson Green steps in, the 9th batter of the inning for the Sweets. They've pushed across 4 runs here this inning. Runner on first takes off. Throw down to second by the catcher Bell. Cut off by the second baseman Hormel in front of second base, so no tag applied. Martinez in safely at second with the stolen base. Count is 1-0 to Green. Green 1 for 3 tonight with a home run out to left in the third, a 3-run home run. 2 runners on in scoring position now for the Sweets with 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-0 pitch to Green. This one is inside on the fastball. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Justin Foles led off this inning with a double. He now waits on deck. Pippins ending the 8-game losing streak last night with a win over the Sweets. Now the 2-0 pitch swung on and missed by Green. A fastball in the dirt. Count is 2-1. Fan Appreciation Night tomorrow night here at the Orchard. First pitch scheduled for 7:05. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Tanner Parker, the shortstop, up with it, and the throw to first gets off the glove of Chesley once again, and the inning will continue. The error puts Green on at first. Lopez comes across to score. Martinez now on at third. Runners on the corners once again for the Sweets, who have now hit double digits and lead 10-0 over the Pippins here at the Orchard. Pippins just looking to get through the inning. Justin Foles steps in for his second at-bat of the inning. First pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1, and the count is 0-1. Martinez on at third and Green on at first for the Sweets, the 0-1 pitch. Hit out to third, and the third baseman, Garrell, makes the catch on the line drive, and finally, the inning is over. Sweets with 5 runs on 4 hits. 1 error defensively for the Pippins, and they leave 2 runners left on base as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here at the Orchard, Pippins trailing the Sweets 10-0 now here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
For his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce two of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Sweets with a big 5-run top of the 6th inning to take a 10-0 lead over the Pippins as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. Kyle Dean, Sawyer Chesley, and Tanner Parker due up for the Pippins here in the bottom of the 6th. Sweets looking to even this series up at 1-1. Pippins winning Game 1 last night, breaking the 8-game losing streak. Pippins looking for their first series win since the middle of July. Kyle Dean stepping in for his third at-bat. The first pitch to him. Dean swings at this one and fouls it back to the net behind home. Count is 0-1. Dean 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. In the fourth, his single out to left field. He tried to get into second with a double, but the throw from the warning track out and left by Johnston cut him off at second. A great throw by Ryan Johnston. The 0-1 to Kyle Dean. A breaking ball taken outside for ball 1, 1-1. Pippins no runs on 3 hits tonight. Next pitch to Dean, another breaking ball outside. This time he chases. The strike makes it 1-2. Dowley gets a sign now. The 1-2 pitch, another breaking ball in just about the same spot, and Kyle Dean chases again for strike 3 swinging. And there is one away here in the bottom of the 6th now for Sawyer Chesley. Sweets with 2 runs in the top of the first, 3 in the top of the third on the home run off the bat of their third baseman Green, and now 5 in the top of the 6th has made it 10-0. First pitch to Chesley. A fastball below the knees for a ball 1-0. Chesley leads the team with a .424 batting average. The 1-0 is low and in the dirt off the glove of the catcher, Vitt, and it skips away from him. Counts now 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Chesley swings at this one and pops it high and out of play behind home. Counts now 2 balls and 1 strike. Sun has set here in Yakima. Pretty heavy cloud coverage after a couple weeks of very hot, sunny days here in Yakima. The next pitch to Chesley. He fouls this off the end of his bat down the first baseline foul. Count evens to Chesley, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chesley 14 for 35 on the season. The 2-2 pitch to him. Ground ball up the middle. The second baseman Foles makes his way over towards the second base bag and scoops and throws to first in time to get Chesley on the ground out. And there is now 2 outs for the Pippins here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Tanner Parker. Pippins struggled offensively in their last series at Cowlitz earlier this week. Only scored in 2 innings total in that whole series. As the first pitch to Parker is a fly ball out to right field in between the first and second baseman. And Parker on the first pitch is into first with a single. A 2-out single for the Pippins puts Parker on at first for Brady Hormel. Chaz Martinez will hold Parker on at first base with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Brady Hormel steps in. 1 for 1 tonight with a double in the 2nd and a walk in the 5th. Both times he was left stranded at 3rd. First pitch to him is a fastball low and outside. Taken for ball 1, 1-0. That was Tanner Parker's 51st hit of the season as a Pippin. The 1-0 to Hormel. A good breaking ball by the pitcher, Daly, gets Hormel to swing and miss at that one, and the count's now 1-1. Hormel just out in front of that pitch. Ryan Rice waiting on deck. The 1-1. Outside, taken by Hormel, 2-1. Bobbleheads being given out pregame tomorrow for the final game of the season here at the Orchard. So bobbleheads before the game, fireworks after the game. The 2-1 Hormel, a fastball taken outside for ball 3, 3-1. Hopefully a win during the game for the Pippins to close out the 2019 season on a high note. Tonight not looking so good for the Pippins, trailing 10-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. They would need a lot as Hormel flies this one out to left field. The left fielder Johnston comes in a couple steps and makes a catch for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 6th. 2/3 of the way through this one as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Sweets leading the Pippins 10-0 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
On South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
We head to the top of the 7th inning here at the Orchard. Sweets leading the Pippins 10-0. And the Sweets are back to the top of their lineup for their 5th time through the lineup here in tonight's game. Ryan Johnston will step in And actually, it looks like we have a pinch hitter for Johnson. The first pitch fouled out of play behind home plate. And the pitch hitter, if I could say it correctly here, Connor Lima, comes in to pinch hit for Ryan Johnston. The next pitch to Lima, a ball that evens up the count 1-1. So Johnston's night is over. He went 2 for 3 with a single, double, and a walk. Next pitch to Lima, swung on and missed for strike 2, 1-2. Sweets brought up 10 batters in the top of the 6th inning. Pushed across 5 runs. The next pitch to Lima, foul ball. Count stays 1-2.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you.
The 1-2 now to Lima. Another foul, this time towards the Pippins dugout on the third base side. Darius Garcia on the mound for the Pippins, working from the windup. The lefty's 1-2 pitch. Another foul, this time to the backstop. As Lima stays alive here in this at-bat. Pippins ball boy running some more baseballs out to the home plate umpire. Sweets with 10 runs on 12 hits, no errors tonight. Good game for them offensively. Pippins quite the opposite, no runs on 4 hits and 1 error. Next pitch, a pop-up on the first base side. This one is in foul territory. The second baseman, Hormel, ranges over and calls off Chesley to make the catch for out number 1. So Lima down on the fly out in the pinch hit. And that'll bring up Parker Price. Some fans making their way over from Walla Walla for tonight's game. First pitch to Price is a fastball taken outside for ball 1, 1-0. Price 1 for 4 tonight, a single in the 6th inning. The next pitch, a fastball. This time it skips in the dirt to the catcher Bell for ball 2, 2-0. Patrick Caulfield waiting on deck for the Sweets. He's also 2 for 4 in this game, so every hitter in the lineup has reached base safely for the Sweets so far tonight. The next pitch to Price, a fastball that misses the zone once again. And the count is 3-0. The 3-0 pitch to Price. Swung on and missed. Price getting the green light there on the 3-0 pitch. Unable to make contact though, and the count's now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. This time Price takes for ball 4. Now 1 away for Patrick Caulfield. That's the 18th time the Sweets have gotten a runner on base safely tonight. As the first pitch to Caulfield is in the dirt. Stopped by Bell. So Price stays at first. 1-0 is the count now to Caulfield. Nobody warming up in the Pippins bullpen. There is a pitcher warming up in the Sweets bullpen. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball just low. 2-0 is the count. Garcia trying to find the strike zone here, losing Price to the base on balls now. We will see a 2-0 pitch from him to Caulfield. Darius Garcia comes set. Now the 2-0 pitch, ground ball down the third base side. Gorell, the third baseman, a long throw across the diamond to first in time for the second out of the inning. Rice makes his way to second on the ground out by Caulfield, and now with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, Cesar Lopez steps in for his 5th at-bat. Lopez 2 for 4 tonight with 2 RBIs, a double in the 1st and a single in the 6th. First pitch to him is off the end of his bat. Gurrell, the third baseman, coming in, and the throw to first by Grant Gurrell in time. A good play by the third baseman, Gurrell, and back-to-back groundouts to third ends the inning here in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at the Orchard. Pippins trailing the Sweets 10-0, looking to get on the board right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
7th inning stretch is over. Take Me Out to the Ball Game has been sung here at the Orchard. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, Pippins trailing 10-0 to the Walla Walla Sweets here in Game 2. They'll send up Brian Rice, James Bell, and Grant Gurrell here in the bottom half of the inning, as the Pippins at this point probably not looking for a win tonight, just looking to get a run on the scoreboard, as the first pitch to Brian Rice is below the knees for ball 1-0. Rice 0 for 2 tonight. Pippins only their 3rd time through the lineup. The Sweets are on their 5th time through the lineup. Next pitch to Brian Rice, a foul ball down the first base side. First base coach Justin Jacobs up with that one. Throw across the infield to the Pippins dugout. And the count's 1-1 to Rice. The 1-1. Taken low and in the dirt for ball 2, 2-1. Happy birthday being sung to a fan here at the Orchard. A great place to spend your birthday evening, Yakima County Stadium. After visiting Wenatchee and Longview earlier this week, I am glad to be home along with a lot of the players on the team, as Rice fouls this one to the backstop, and the count's even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Always grateful to close out the season at home as well. Next pitch to Rice, a pop-up in the infield. Second baseman Foles comes in a couple steps, and on the infield grass makes the catch on the high pop-up from Brian Rice, and there's one away now for James Bell. Bell steps in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Has reached base safely on the walk in the 5th. The first pitch to him is a ground ball out to short. Price, the shortstop, up with it. Throw is a little low, but caught by the first baseman. And Bell goes down on the ground out. Now 2 away for the Pippins here in the bottom of the 7th. Connor Lima now catching behind the plate for the Sweets here in this inning. Vitt is out playing at first. He makes the grab there on the throw from Price for the second out, and now Grant Garrell steps in. First pitch to Garrell is low in the dirt for ball 1, 1-0. Garrell 0 for 1, also reaching on a walk in the 5th inning. Working from the windup is Dolly. Next pitch from him, a strike on the outside corner. And the count evens to Grant Garrell, 1-1. Garrell not usually playing any position other than catcher, getting the start at third base tonight. That last inning there in the top of the 7th, making 2 good plays out at third as he grounds this to third. Green, the third baseman, throw across the diamond in time to get Garrell on the ground out, and the Pippins go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. We head to the top of the 8th here at the Orchard. Walla Walla on top of Yakima Valley, 10-0 on Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
A 1950 charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgater's Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgater's Bar and Grill.
Kokodinsky, Vitt, and Martinez due up for the Sweets here in the top half of the 8th inning. The first pitch to Kokodinsky is fouled up and out of play, and this is not Kokodinsky, this is Zach Berryman. The 0-1 to Berryman is a ball outside, 1-1. A lot of substitutions for the Sweets here tonight. A little confusing here in this one. Garcia on the mound for the Pippins, the 1-1. Swung on and missed by Berryman. Count is 1-2. The 1-2, Berryman with a defensive swing pops this to the stands behind home on the first base side. Counts now 1-2 to Berryman. Swung on and missed at an inside pitch from Garcia for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Bryce Vitt. Kokodinsky will be batting next, so a correction there. First pitch to Vitt is just outside for a ball, 1-0. Kokodinsky taking over in left 1-0. Popped up and out of play on the first base side. Counts even to Bryce Vitt, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Vitt. Low and inside on the fastball. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Stu Fleslin getting the start for the Pippins tonight. Next pitch is a foul ball just barely down the first base line. Count evens at 2-2 to Vitt. Dominic Miller came in for Fleslin, and now Darius Garcia on the mound in relief of Miller. Second to final game of the season. As the next pitch, Vitt foul tips that one. And now the throw down to first is up over the head of Chesley. A very interesting event here in the top of the 8th. Vitt reaches second on the wild throw by the catcher Bell. So Vitt did not think that he made contact with that ball and was heading back towards the dugout. Wasn't even in the runner's base path on the way to first, but James Bell, the catcher, went out to throw it back to the pitcher and turned around and saw that the home plate umpire had his hands up, saying that was a foul tip into Bell's glove. As the first pitch now to Kokodinsky is outside for a ball 1-0. And Vitt didn't think he made contact with it either, so nobody really on the field thought he made contact, but the home plate umpire thought he did, and Vitt realized and went to first, and James Bell threw it up over Sawyer Chesley's head at first. A swing and a miss by Kokodinsky now. And the count is 1-1. So Vitt on at second on a drop third strike and throwing error by James Bell. The 1-1. Low and inside to Kokodinsky. 2-1 is the count. Garcia gets his sign from Bell and comes set. Now the 2-1 pitch. This one is swung on by Kokodinsky and popped into the stands on the first base side. The foul ball makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes with a runner on second and 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Sweets leading the Pippins 10-0. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, stopped by Bell. Kokodinsky works the count full, taking ball 3 there. Garcia comes set now, the payoff pitch to Kokodinsky. A hit out to the right field grass. The second baseman, Hormel, ranges back and makes the catch on the pop-up. And now there is 2 away here for Carson Green in the top of the 8th inning. That would have been the 3rd out of the inning, but on the drop third strike, Bryce Vitt still on at second with 2 away for Green. First pitch to Green, low and inside. Taken for ball 1, 1-0. Green 1 for 5 tonight, a big home run in the 3rd inning, a 3-run shot. As the next pitch to him is fouled on the third base side, out of play. The count is now 1-1 to Carson Green. Justin Foles waiting on deck for the Sweets. The 1-1 to Green. This one's behind his legs, and they're going to say that it did hit him. So that one catches the backside of the baseball pants down around the ankles of Carson Green. So the hit by pitch puts runners on first and second with 2 away for Justin Foles. After Foles is Connor Lima coming in for Ryan Johnston. As the first pitch to Foles is low and inside for ball 1, 1-0. When Lima comes up, it will be the 6th time through the lineup for the Sweets here tonight. An offensive explosion against the Pippins. The next pitch is just inside. Garcia wanted that one, but not getting it. 2-0 is the count to Foles. Foles 1 for 4 with a double in the 6th inning. Runners take their lead at first and second. Now the 2-0 from Garcia. A foul ball off the bat of Foles, and the count is 2-1 as that pitch is fouled to the backstop. Foles 1 for 4 tonight. A strikeout, and he has scored a run back in the 6th. The 2-1 pitch to him. Fouled back again, this time to the net. Behind home plate, and the count evens at 2-2. Pippins with 6 outs left here in this ball game. Wind has picked up a little bit here in Yakima under the night sky. Garcia comes set. Now the 2-2 to Foles. Low and inside. That makes the count go full with runners on first and second and 2 outs. They'll be taking off with a full count on Foles. Still nobody up in the Pippins bullpen, so Darius Garcia will continue no matter what here in the 8th. 2 outs and the 3-2 pitch. Low and inside, taken for ball 4. And it gets by the catcher, Bell, who is up with it. Runners stay at second and third, and Foles takes first on the walk. And now the bases are loaded with 2 away for the top of the lineup, Connor Lima. And again, this is the 6th trip through the lineup for the Sweets tonight. Lima came in for Johnston, so he's 0 for 1. Johnston was 2 for 3 with a walk. First pitch, Lima swings at this one, a low and outside fastball, and the count is 0-1 as Lima cannot make contact with the first pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1. Another swing and a miss. Lima can't make contact again, this time on a breaking ball. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Lima as Darius Garcia on the mound looks to get out of the inning without allowing a run here in the top of the 8th. The 0-2 pitch to Lima. A hit out to short. Parker on the ground. A throw to first from the shortstop is in time to get Lima at first, and the inning is over. Sweets with no runs on no hits, no errors, and they leave there was an error by James Bell on a drop third strike throwing error. So 1 error, and they leave 3 men left stranded here in the top of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Pippins trailing 10-0 to the Sweets here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Oh for 3, looking to get on base safely for the first time tonight. A new pitcher into the game for the Walla Walla Sweets, Wyatt Boone, who has pitched 12 innings this summer for the Sweets. Enters this one with a 6.75 ERA. First pitch to Pelk is high and outside for a ball, 1-0. Sweets looking to tie the series up 1-1 with a win tonight. Next pitch to Bell is inside for ball 2, 2-0. A final from Victoria, the Harbor Cats over the Port Angeles Lefties 7-4 at home, as the next pitch to Pelk is a fastball up high and the count's 3-0. With the win, Victoria now on a 7-game win streak, sitting at the top of the North Division comfortably now at 20-6 in the second half. The 3-0 to Pelk is high and outside, and Pelk, with a leadoff 4-pitch walk, gets on base safely for the first time of the game to lead off the bottom of the 8th, and now he's on at first for Christian Padilla. Bellingham on top of Kelowna 4-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bend on top of Ridgefield 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Corvallis leading Wenatchee 11-1 in the top of the 7th inning. And Cowlitz and Portland still tied at 2-2 in the top of the 7th. Pelk takes his lead at first for Padilla, who is 0 for 3 tonight. The first pitch to Padilla is a fastball taken on the outside corner from Boone for strike 1, 0-1. Boone comes in for relief of Daly. The next pitch, and we do have a pinch hitter, it is Tyler Dean coming in to hit for Christian Padilla. So Dean swings and misses at the next pitch for strike 2, 0-2. The 0-2 now to Dean. A check swing at a fastball up and down to the zone, and he checked his swing for the first ball of the at-bat. 1-2 is the count. Daly goes 3 innings, allows only 1 hit. No runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout for the Sweets on the mound. Boone with a look at Pelk at first, now comes home with the 1-2, a fastball just outside. Tyler Dean takes for a ball, 2-2. Kyle Dean waiting on deck for the Pippins. The 2-2 to Tyler Dean. Low below the knees for ball 3. And Tyler Dean works a full count. Pippins looking for their first run here in tonight's game. Runner takes off, and Tyler Dean watches ball 4 as the throw down to second sails over the shortstop's head, Price, but the second baseman Foles there to back it up. So the throw did not matter anyways. Pelk in at second, not with a stolen base because Tyler Dean takes the walk. So back-to-back walks to lead off the inning brings up Kyle Dean with 2 runners on and nobody out. Kyle Dean batting from the right-hand side. His 4th at-bat tonight. He's 2 for 3. First pitch to him is high and outside. Ball 1, 1-0. Shirtworks in Ellensburg is the official provider of apparel for the Yakima Valley Pippins and presents tonight's 8th inning. From practice gear to everyday athletic apparel and silk screening to embroidery, Shirtworks is the go-to vendor for all your sports apparel needs. Next pitch to Kyle Dean, high and inside. He has to get out of the way of that one. 2 balls and no strikes is the count now. Give Shirtworks a call at 509-925-3469 or visit them at 100 West University Way in Ellensburg. Boone on the mound now, the 2-0 pitch from him, just high. And Kyle Dean takes for ball 3, 3-0. Boone in danger of walking the first 3 batters here in the bottom of the 8th inning and loading up the bases with nobody out. Pelk on at second, Tyler Dean on at first. The next pitch to Kyle Dean is in on the inside corner, called a strike, 3-1. Kyle Dean a single in the first, single in the fourth, and a strikeout swinging in the 6th. Sawyer Chesley waiting on deck, who is 0 for 3 tonight. The 3-1 to Kyle Dean. High and outside for ball 4, and the first 3 batters of the inning reach base safely, all on walks. And that'll prompt a mound visit. We'll see if we get a pitching change here in a second. But now Kyle Dean on at first, Tyler Dean on at second, and Eddie Pelk on at third, with nobody away here in the bottom of the 8th for Sawyer Chesley. Does not look like we will get a pitching change here. Final game of the season for the Pippins tomorrow night here at the Orchard. 7:05 p.m. will be first pitch. Victoria Harbor Cats, the number 1 seed in the North Division. Wenatchee Apple Sox, the number 2 seed for the playoffs. And in the South, Corvallis, the number 1 seed, and the Walla Walla Sweets, the 2 seed. Only thing the Sweets are playing for now in the season is for the 3rd and 4th seed overall in the playoffs between them and Wenatchee. They're tied right now on overall season record, and the only way that will matter is if Wenatchee and Walla Walla can both take out the number 1 seeds in the first round of the playoffs and meet in the championship game. As the first pitch to Sawyer Chesley is a fastball up high out of the zone for ball 1, 1-0. If both Wenatchee and Walla Walla do make it to the championship, whichever team has the better overall record will host for games 2 and 3, and the team with the worst record will host game 1. Next pitch high again, taken by Chesley, 2-0, and Boone really struggling to find the strike zone here in this inning. Boone with 3 strikes and 13 balls so far in the inning. The next pitch, Chesley hits this out into left field, just past the third baseman Green. So in comes Eddie Pelk, and the Pippins are on the board here in tonight's game. It's now 10-1 on the RBI single for Chesley. Base is still loaded as Tyler Dean makes his way into third and Kyle Dean makes his way into second. That'll bring up Tanner Parker, looking to keep the rotation going here in the bottom of the 8th. Pippins breathing some life. Now trailing by 9. It would take a miracle to win this one, but Pippins with a big inning so far as Parker takes a first pitch ball. Count is 1-0. Parker 1 for 3 tonight, a single back in the 6th inning. Boone works from the stretch. Parker swings at this one and foul tips it back into the glove of the catcher, and now the count is 1-1. That was the 20th pitch of the inning for Boone, still looking for the first out, the 1-1. Parker takes low in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a pitcher warming up in the Sweets bullpen, so we'll see how long Boone stays in this one. The next pitch hits Tanner Parker on the elbow. And with the bases loaded, that'll score the 2nd run for the Pippins tonight. Parker will take his time to get out to first base, and the Pippins trainer, Allie, will come out and check on him. Tyler Dean comes in to score to make it 10-2. Kyle Dean into third. Chesley into second. Now Parker on at first after the hit by pitch. And Brady Hormel steps in. Bases still loaded. And still nobody out here in the inning. And now Wyatt Boone on the mound. Still looking for his first out. We'll see if he can even get an out before he's taken out of this game. He will face Brady Hormel, it looks like. The first pitch to Hormel. Strike right down the middle, taken by Hormel. And the count starts 0-1. Hormel 1 for 2 tonight, a double in the second. He also walked in the 5th inning. Has been left stranded at third twice. The 0-1 pitch to him inside. This brushes Hormel back off the plate. And the count is 1-1. If the Pippins can keep this inning going, they do have a chance here at the Orchard tonight. Trailing 10-2 now. The 1-1, a foul ball on a line drive out of play down the third base side. Hormel, the first batter of the inning to fall behind in the count, as it is now 1-2 to him with nobody out and the bases loaded. Runners take their lead. Now the 1-2 to Hormel. Fastball just outside. Count evens at 2-2. Brian Rice waiting on deck for the Pippins. Including pitchers, the Sweets have made 8 substitutions tonight. The 2-2 now to Hormel. High and inside. Hormel has to get out of the way of that one, and Hormel works it back to a full count. And once again, with the bases loaded and nobody out, Wyatt Boone on the mound for the Sweets, in danger of letting another run score here for the Pippins. The 3-2 to Hormel. Swung on, hit out to short. Caught on the play by the shortstop Price for the first out. The runner on third, Kyle Dean, back into third safely on the throw, trying to get him at third on the double play. Hormel is down on the fly out to short for out number 1. Bases still loaded now for Brian Rice. Similar situation for Rice here as one in Game 2 of the 3-game series against the Black Bears this past week at Cowlitz. Hit a grand slam in the second inning. He's working with the bases loaded here, and the first pitch is high, 1-0. Long fly ball out to right field in that game for Rice, up over the right field wall in Longview, Washington. The next pitch to him, a fastball that catches the inside corner for strike 1, 1-1. Rice tonight 0 for 3. Looking to reach base safely for the first time. The 1-1 pitch to him. A check swing, but it catches the outside part of the plate. Boone doing a little bit better of a job against Hormel, and now here against Rice, and the count's again 1-2. Next pitch, Rice takes inside. Counts now 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Rice can repeat what he did against the Black Bears and can hit one out of here for a grand slam, it would be a 10-6 ball game. Rice takes a fastball up high, and again we will see a full count pitch. 1 out, so runners will probably not be taking off here with the bases loaded. The 3-2 to Rice. Inside, and it hits him on the leg. The second hit by pitch of the inning for Boone on the mound. And with the bases loaded, that scores another run for the Pippins. It's now 10-3, Sweets in the lead, and Boone's night is over. A very tough night for him on the mound. They will bring in a new pitcher, and with the new pitcher coming in, we will take a quick break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. Pippins now trailing 10-3. They've pushed across 3 here in the bottom of the 8th, and they'll look to continue scoring runs here in the bottom half of the inning right after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
The smell of fresh-cut barley, the sound of boots in a barn, the sight of the sun rising over the fields. Budweiser farmers don't just grow barley, they live it. That's because there's nothing simple about growing barley. It's early mornings every morning. It's a steady hand guiding a combine through the field. It's a loyalty to the land, and it's a respect for those who did it before you did. Barley is the soul of our lager. That's why we've been working with the same family-owned American farms for more than 50 years to harvest it. The secrets to growing this grain perfectly have been passed down through 3 generations. For them, it's a legacy. It's something to be proud of. And it's why only the best barley and locally sourced ingredients are used to make Budweiser. Budweiser is proudly raised across America. This Bud's from our barley farmers. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
New pitcher on the mound for the Sweets, Spencer Schwer. He comes in with the bases loaded and 1 away. Coming in for relief of Wyatt Boone. Here in this one, Boone goes a third of an inning. Gives up 1 hit, 3 runs, all of them earned on 3 walks, and no strikeouts. A tough night for Boone on the mound. Good for the Pippins, though, as they trail 10-0 coming into the bottom of the 8th. Now trail 10-3 here in the bottom of the 8th with the bases loaded and 1 out. James Bell steps in looking to keep things going for the Pippins, the 8th batter of the inning for them. Pippins needed a big inning to get back into this one. And if James Bell can get a hit, they could possibly cut the lead in half here in the bottom of the 8th. The first pitch of the at-bat to Bell is a ball 1-0. Spencer Schwer on the mound now for the Sweets, gets his sign, now the 1-0 to Bell. A curveball, Bell pops this out of play on the right field side, and the count is even 1-1. Pelk led off the inning with a walk. Tyler Dean took a walk. Kyle Dean took a walk. Sawyer Chesley with an RBI single. Tanner Parker with a hit by pitch. Brady Hormel flew out to the shortstop, and Brian Rice with a hit by pitch. As James Bell up now, swings and misses at the next pitch for strike 2, 1-2. So Chesley on at third, Parker on at second, Rice on at first. Pelk, Tyler Dean, and Kyle Dean have come around to score here in the inning. Grant Gurrell waiting on deck. He'd be the 9th batter of the inning if he gets up. Sweets looking for a ground ball double play here. The 1-2 to Bell. Slow ball hit out to left field for a base hit. Bell into first. As Chesley comes home to score, Parker holds at third. So the RBI single for James Bell on the 1-2 count. And it is now 10-4 Sweets. Pippins with 4 runs in the inning. That we will see Grant Gurrell, the 9th batter of the inning. There's still only 1 away, and still the bases loaded. Another pitcher warming up in the Sweets already. Warming up in the Sweets bullpen. Parker on at third, Rice on at second, and Bell on at first for Gurrell, who is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk in the 5th. First pitch to Gurrell, a ground ball out to short. Price, the shortstop, slips, coming up with the play, and the throw to first is over the head of the first baseman, Vitt, from the second baseman, Voles. So safely in at first is Grant Gurrell. Another run comes in to score. The first 5 men that came to bat here in the inning have crossed home plate. The Pippins have cut the lead in half, 10-5, as Parker comes in to score on the ground out for Gurrell, who is safe at first on the wild throw. The shortstop, Price, slipped and fell before flipping it to second in time to cut off James Bell. That would have been huge if he could not make an out there. Back to the top of the lineup, and the first batter of the inning, Eddie Pelk, with 2 away. First pitch to Pelk, a slow breaking ball. That is in the zone for strike 1, 0-1. Schwer comes set, now the 1-0, he steps off first. Gurrell taking a big lead at first. So Schwer steps off, and now Vitt will hold Gurrell on at first base with runners on the corners and 2 outs for Eddie Pelk. Next pitch popped up right back up over my head. And the count is 1-1. Pelk, Tyler Dean, Kyle Dean, Sawyer Chesley, and Tanner Parker, the first 5 batters of this inning, have all come across to score. A big inning for the Pippins. They've matched what the Sweets did in the top of the 6th. They scored 5 in the top of the 6th. Next pitch to Pelk is way outside for a ball. Rice his lead at third, Gorell his lead at first. Now the 2-2 to Pelk. A defensive swing. This one's hit out to left field. This one is in foul territory and out of play. The foul ball keeps the count at 2-2. Pelk steps back in with a 2-2 count. Now the 2-2 from Schwer. Pelk fouls it back to the net. A hard swing there with 2 strikes on him. He fouls it straight back, and we'll see another 2-2 pitch. Pippins will have 1 inning left after this to work with as we will play to the 9th after the 3rd out here in the inning. The 2-2 just outside. Good take by Pelk, for ball 3. As that was a good breaking ball from Schwer. Now 2 outs, runners on first and third. Gorell on at first. He'll take off with the pitch, with Pelk standing in with a full count. Tyler Dean waiting on deck. The 3-2 to Pelk. Popped up about a mile high, the third baseman Green, into foul territory, and Green makes the catch in foul territory on the pop-up from the bat of Eddie Pelk, and the long inning is over. The Pippins pick up 5 here in the bottom of the 8th inning and cut the lead in half. It's 10-5 Sweets as we head to the top of the 9th inning here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
We head to the top of the 9th inning here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. Sweets looking to extend their 10-5 lead over the Pippins here in Game 2 of the 3-game series between the two teams at the Orchard this weekend. Pitching on the mound now for the Pippins, Tanner Parker. He comes in from short. Moving from second to short is Brady Hormel. And moving from third to second is Grant Gorell. And coming in to play third is Aiden Welch. The first pitch from Tanner Parker is a ground ball out to short. Hormel with some trouble coming up with that one. It's off his glove, and the runner on first, Parker Price, takes a wide turn, now heads back to first base. A leadoff single for Price here in the top of the 9th inning. That'll bring up Patrick Caulfield. 13th hit of the game here tonight for the Sweets. Runner takes off, and the pitch is flown out to right. Rice coming in and making the catch. So one pitch to Caulfield, and he is down on the fly out to right field. So one away now here on the top of the 9th inning. We've played about 3 hours here tonight as the Sweets are making their 6th way through the lineup. 10 runs on 13 hits, no errors. Pippins 5 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Parker with a throw over to first keeps Price in check. He's back in safely. Cesar Lopez batting for the Sweets now. First pitch to him. Taken up high on the fastball from Parker. And the count is 1-0. Pippins with 5 runs there in the bottom of the 8th inning to cut the lead in half. They'd need another 5-run inning just to tie it. As the next pitch to Lopez is swung on and missed for strike 1, 1-1. Throw over to first. Parker still keeping a close eye on Price at first base as he's back in safely once again. And he takes his lead again. Parker, the right-handed pitcher, the 1-1. Delayed steal by Price, and the pitch to Lopez is fouled up and out of play behind home. Counts now 1-2. Sweets a very aggressive base running team. We've seen a lot of stolen bases tonight. The 1-2. Taken low for ball 2, and the count's even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three stolen bases to be exact tonight for the Sweets. The 2-2 pitch now to Lopez. Hit out to deep right field. Rice, the right fielder, back. And he makes the catch and falls out there in right field after making the catch, but the throw in from Rice keeps Price on at first. That's the second out of the top of the 9th inning. So Rice having to turn his body to make the catch. Thankfully for the Pippins, he holds on. 2 flyouts to Rice and right, and now Price on at first and 2 outs for the next batter in the lineup for the Sweets. It is Zach Berryman, who swings and misses at strike 1, 0-1. Time called by the home plate umpire now as a ball gets into the field of play from the right field line, the Sweets bullpen. Time is still being called as the pitch from the bullpen was already back to the bullpen, and the home plate umpire makes a Sweets player go out to the bullpen to keep an eye on that. The 0-1, the runner takes off to second, throw down by Bell. Not in time, and the throw gets by out into center field, so now Price with the stolen base to second, and then gets to third on the throwing error from Bell, the catcher. Count moves to 1-1 on Berryman. Price 90 feet away now. The 1-1 from Parker. Fastball in the zone taken by Berryman. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. With Bryce Vitt waiting on deck. Parker with the 1-2 pitch. Fastball low and outside, gets by the catcher Bell. Here comes the runner from third. Throw to Parker, covering home, not in time. The speedy Parker Price comes around to score on the wild pitch. And it's now 11-5 Sweets here in the top of the 9th inning. Price reaches first on the single, second on the stolen base, third on the error, and now home on the wild pitch. Counts now 2-2 to Berryman, the 2-2 pitch from Parker. Inside corner called strike 3. Good pitch from Parker to end the inning, and we head to the bottom of the ninth. Pippins need 6 runs to tie it, trailing the Sweets 11-6 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
In time for summer road trip season, there's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever, or the reputation our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters.
Last chance for the Pippins as we head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Score is 11-5, Walla Walla on top of Yakima Valley here tonight. A new pitcher in the game for the Sweets. Their 6th pitcher of the night is Brady Hirai, as he looks to close out this game. Sweets 3 outs away from taking game 2 of the 3-game series and evening up the series at 1 game apiece. And leading off the inning for the Pippins will be Aiden Welch. Kyle Dean and Sawyer Chesley will also get an at-bat here in the bottom of the ninth. Home plate umpire calling the Sweets players back into the dugout for the 3rd time this game. He's really got something against players hanging out in the field of play during the game. Hirai on the mound comes set, working from the stretch against the right-handed batter Welch. And Welch takes the first pitch outside for ball 1, 1-0. Welch getting his first at-bat in this one. Kyle Dean waiting on deck, who is 2 for 3 tonight. Pippins with 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. They need 6 here in the bottom of the 9th to keep playing, 7 to win. The 1-0. Just outside, Welch takes ball 2, 2-0. We've played just over 3 hours here at the Orchard tonight. Sweets with 11 runs on 13 hits, Pippins with 5 runs on 6 hits. Game 3 tomorrow scheduled for 7:05 p.m., the 2-0. Welch hits this back on the ground to the pitcher, and Hirai with a throw to first in time to get Welch, and there's 1 away here in the bottom of the 9th inning. One out now for Kyle Dean. Stick around for the Pippins postgame show presented by Treetop. Right after the conclusion of tonight's game, I'll try to keep it short tonight, as it has been a long night, especially for the Pippins. This one not quite over yet, though, as the first pitch to Kyle Dean. A breaking ball, and he takes for ball 1, 1-0. Dean with a single in the first, a single in the fourth, a strikeout, swinging in the 6th, and a walk in the 8th inning. The big inning for the Pippins here tonight. The 1-0, another breaking ball. This time it's up high, and Dean watches it for ball 2, 2-0. Again, Hirai on the mound, the sixth pitcher tonight for the Sweets. Is 2-0 pitch to Dean. Fastball on the outside corner, and it's now 2-1 as Dean watches the first strike of the at-bat go by. Tonight on the mound for the Sweets, Craven, Beneke, Daly, Boone, Schwer, and now Hirai. Using a bunch of arms out of the bullpen. Hirai comes set, lefty versus righty here in this matchup, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just outside. Dean takes for ball 3, 3-1. The 3-1 now. Fastball on the outside corner. Dean takes for strike 2. And the count's now full. Fireworks after the game tomorrow night, so come out to the Orchard, get your bobblehead, watch some fireworks, and enjoy the final game of the regular season. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Kyle Dean. Drop third strike, catcher Lima up with it. Tag applied to Dean, and the Pippins now down to their final out in this one. Tough game for the Pippins pitchers in this one. Sweet scoring 2 in the first, 3 in the third, and 5 in the sixth, and then 1 in the top of the ninth inning. Pippins just with 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Chesley now steps in with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth inning. The first pitch to him. Ground ball out to short. Price, the shortstop, up with it. Throw to first low. Picked by the first baseman, Vitt, in time to get Chesley, and this ball game is over. Pippins fall to the Sweets here in Game 2 by a final score of 11-5. And we have a Pippins postgame show to get to coming up right after this break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Support Yakima Valley Pippins Baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South First location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins Baseball will make your summer memorable.
A burst of offense tonight from the Walla Walla Sweets as they score 11 runs and win this one tonight over the Yakima Valley Pippins by a final score of 11-5. The Pippins postgame show is presented by Treetop. Since 1946, the Treetop name has been associated with premium apple juice, and the company has been a stickler for quality and flavor ever since. A proud supporter of Pippins baseball, Treetop products are served throughout the Orchard. Again, the final score tonight, Walla Walla over Yakima Valley 11-5. Sweets with 11 runs on 13 hits and no errors. Pippins with 5 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. Walla Walla picking up 2 in the top of the first, 3 in the top of the third on the 3-run home run by Carson Green, and 5 in the top of the 6th, bringing up 10 batters in that inning, and then 1 in the top of the 9th on the single by Parker Price, stolen base to second, throwing error down to second by the catcher James Bell, so he gets to third, and then on a wild pitch he comes across to score the 11th run for the Sweets. Pippins with 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. That was the only inning they scored tonight. They sent 10 batters to the plate in the inning, just like the Sweets did in the top of the 6th inning, but of course not enough as the Pippins dropped this one 11-5 to the Sweets. For the Pippins tonight, Eddie Pelt goes 0 for 4 with a run scored and a walk. Aiden Welch goes 0 for 1. Kyle Dean goes 2 for 4 with a run scored, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Sawyer Chesley goes 1 for 5 with a run scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. Tanner Parker goes 1 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI. Brady Hormel goes 1 for 3 with a walk. Brian Rice goes 0 for 3 with an RBI. James Bell goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Grant Gorell goes 0 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Christian Padilla goes 0 for 3, and Tyler Dean goes 0 for 0, but he does take a walk and scores a run. The pitchers tonight for the Pippins, the starting pitcher, Stu Fleslin, goes 3 innings, gives up 6 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, and strikes out 4. Dominic Miller comes in for relief and goes 2 innings, giving up 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, a walk and a strikeout. Darius Garcia goes 3 innings, does not allow a single hit, and no runs while walking 3 and striking out 3. And then finally Tanner Parker coming in to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. He goes 1 inning, gives up a hit, a run. It was unearned, no walks, and a strikeout for Tanner Parker on the mound. The Pippins drop Game 2 of the 3-game series after winning Game 1 6-5 last night, and they drop it tonight 11-5. Game 3 coming up tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. With the loss, the Pippins are now 9-18 overall in the second half of the season, and with the win, the Walla Walla Sweets are now 12-13 overall in the second half. Again, the Walla Walla Sweets will be the number 2 seed coming out of the South Division in this year's 2019 West Coast League playoffs. Obviously, the Pippins eliminated from playoff contention already here in 2019, and we'll look to close out the season strong tomorrow night in the final game of the regular season. Fan Appreciation Night here at the Orchard tomorrow night. Bobbleheads being given out pregame, fireworks blowing up out beyond the right field wall in the postgame tomorrow night. So if you can, come on out to the Orchard and enjoy the final ball game of the summer of 2019 here at Yakima County Stadium tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 7:05 between the visiting Walla Walla Sweets and the home team, the Yakima Valley Pippins. Again, your final score tonight, Walla Walla 11 and the Pippins 5. And that will just about wrap things up here at the Orchard. My name is Austin Lane. Thank you to Aaron for helping out on the video side of things tonight. And with that, let's wrap it up as we will be back tomorrow. Pre-game scheduled for 6:50 p.m. here on pippinsbaseball.com/live. And with that, please remember to enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.